All right, welcome into your WWE Raw review for April 28th, 2014. First of all, a big shout out to every one of you that decided to tune into our review again this week. We appreciate your time. Before we get into the Raw review, over at blitzsportsnetwork.com, last week I did my first NXT review on the website. That's a new VIP exclusive. The NXT reviews, I did a Legends House review. This week I'm going to do a SmackDown review. I'm going to start doing the SmackDown reviews. Since ROH is going to real pay-per-view, I'm going to start doing ROH pay-per-views. I'm working on an Undertaker article, Q&A, already hundreds of wrestling topics with VIP videos on there, all kinds of stuff on there for you guys to check out. But even more reason to come over to blitzsportsnetwork.com, busting my ass trying to, you know, and believe me, I am. I'm wearing myself very thin right now. But trying to give the VIPers as much content as I can, and it's requiring more and more film studies. So, but that's stuff you can look forward to there. We're also going to do a Raw review overtime video, which we do every week, and try to get in a couple round tables on some Q&As. So, blitzsportsnetwork.com. Don't hesitate, give it a try. And if you were a previous member from months ago, believe me, there were a couple people who left for various reasons, but there's even more content and even more reason to come back now. So, yeah, check that out. And Mad Genius last night during our Sacrifice review gave me the seal of approval with my NXT review. He thought I did a good job. So it was my first week. Those will get better as they go, as I become more familiar with the talent. But, yeah, it was interesting watching NXT. It's different. So.
Oh. That thing you're talking about before we went on air, I'll save it for the overtime video because there's some things I can't say on here.
Oh, you're talking about the how do I want to put this?
Email? Yeah,
the email that was sent to me, so you're going to go off in the overtime video. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, spoiler alert there. All right. Raw starts out. Fucking John Cena. You know, I've given him a few nicknames over time. Fuckboy Buckethead. I was just really mad, and I was like, he's Fuckboy Buckethead. I don't know where it came from, but it stuck.
It's Captain Dick in the Box.
Captain Dick in the Box.
Every Christmas he waits for his presents, and he opens it. Every present he opens, he goes through. He hoping it's a dick in the box.
Well, there you go. And of course, the shit factor of professional wrestling, which is a play on words with Bobby Roode being the it factor. Not with the way they're booking him right now, but and then my most recent one is Sniff Dicks, and I've had a bunch of people ask me, why do you call John Cena Sniff Dicks? Again, I don't know where this came from. It's just a weird. I come up with the most off-the-wall nicknames for Cena, but to me, that's what he does during every promo. He starts sniffing dicks in the crowd and kissing ass, you know. So he's Sniff Dicks, John Sniff Dicks Cena.
So you're calling him a Peter Gazer?
Yes. He likes to do the elephant
walk. Old
walk.
School for you folks, Peter Gazing.
And he likes to do the elephant walk. So you could call him the Elephant Man as well. So if you don't know what the elephant walk is, look that one up. So he comes out and asks, why did the fans stack the odds against him?
Cena just can't wait for his dick in the box.
Stack the odds against him. And by the way, this was in a completely monotone voice. And he cuts the same promo that he's been cutting for 9 fucking years about being dedicated to the WWE. How he's never going to give up on the fans. Blah, 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 sniffing dicks. And says Bray Wyatt doesn't care about the WWE. All he cares about is himself. St. Louis! You know. Other than the ridiculous, monotone, boring acting, you know, the fact that he said that the odds were against him last week, and it was insurmountable, even though he surmounted those odds by taking the Wyatt family out and getting the DQ win and having Bray Wyatt in a position where he was beat. I hope that wasn't lost on anyone.
Shields could have done that, though.
Yeah, not even the... I mean, come on. He's John fucking Cena. Shit factor professional wrestling. I'm sitting there and I'm listening to this promo and I'm thinking to myself, based on that script that was leaked, and I talked about this in one of the overtime VIP videos in more detail, where we went through the script word for word, and then I had my notes. So we went through word for word what John Cena said and how different it was than the script. And then it was funny because you get to the Bray Wyatt parts and it was almost word for word the script. So based on that, assuming the leaked script was real, which is a leap of faith, but assuming, how much of this is Cena and how much of this is the script? So you got to ask yourself, how fucking stupid does John Cena think that we are, or how fucking stupid does the WWE think that we are? Either way, someone thinks we are complete fucking idiots watching the show. I am so sick and tired of having my intelligence insulted during John Cena segments. Cena blames the discontent for him on 10 years passing by and talked about a hero or whatever becoming a villain and how he
that's the Dark Knight reference right there.
Oh yeah, again, why so serious?
Long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Yeah, that's it. That was how he said it. Didn't the Cena sucks chant start 9 years ago though? Is it just me, or have I not talked about that in multiple videos on the website, or talked about different matches in the 30 Years of WrestleMania article, or all this historical stuff that I talk about on there? The VIPers know exactly what I'm talking about. All these matches where I'm like, and the crowd was chanting Cena sucks, you know. So yeah.
I bet you Cena has a dildo that matches every color of his shirts.
He really is snip dicks in that case. But so insurmountable odds when just a week ago he wipes out the entire Wyatt family. Talked about greatness in the locker room. When the WWE's infatuation with this fucking robot-sounding motherfucker, this boring-ass motherfucker, has snuffed out how many great talents in the last decade? So, yeah, the promo was monotone. And
snuff, sniff, same thing.
Yeah, snuffed, sniffed. I agree. But the promo sucked. It made no fucking storyline sense. He was sniffing dicks again. And it just was not entertaining whatsoever. So the John Cena portion of this was garbage as usual. And I will say again, disclaimer, I'm not on here with my friends. These guys are friends. People are like, how do these guys get to come on all the time? And I don't. I've been friends with these guys for years. Every one of them, except for Billy, but Billy and I are pretty good friends now. So,
years at heart.
Yeah, I mean, D-Style, I think the first video you and I did was probably 4 years ago. Mad Genius been good 3+ years. Ross 3, 4. No, Ross before Mad Genius 4 years. Mm-hmm. And D-Style and I were watching each other's videos probably 5 years ago. So yeah, these guys are my friends, but my friends and I don't come on here with my friends to tell you who to like. I don't believe in that. I believe in thinking for yourself. So if you like Cena and you think that this fucking Cena promo was great, you think Cena's great, I really mean it when I say this. More power to you. I'm not
he sells a lot of merchandise.
Yeah, he sells. Well, he does, and I'm not on here. Yeah, I'm not on here. Fucking. I'm not on here to condemn people for what they like or what they don't like. I'm just giving my opinion, and that gets twisted so often. So if you're one that completely doesn't identify with my opinion, you know, again, I'm not trying to tell you how to think. So yeah, the Cena part, as usual, status fucking quo for this fucking guy, was unentertaining for me, boring, insulting to my intelligence, and defied what we know to be true. Okay? So, fuck that. Fucking Cena sucks. Then you get a bunch of kids that are singing. He's got the whole world in his hands. The lights are off, and then they reveal there's kids on the stage. And the first thing I said is, oh, fuck, now Cena's going to be fighting for the kids. You know, that's the first thing that I swear to you, that I put it in my notes. Don't forget to tell people. The first thing that I thought, I said, fuck, now he's fighting for the honor of the kids because Bray Wyatt is twisting their minds. I mean, motherfucker, man. I mean, why does Marvel Comics or these other why do these movies come out with superheroes when the world has John Cena? I mean,
Yeah, why do we even have policemen and firemen and doctors? John
Doctors,
Cena
yeah.
could save it.
Soldiers.
The
he's
creator
really
of Superman, like he's like, man, that's Cena's just not believable.
Yeah. Cena walks by, and Superman and Batman, they all get on one knee and bow their head. Don't look him in the eye.
I mean, did John Cena die for our sins too?
I would think. I wouldn't go that far. Just a bit outside. So anyways, so Bray Wyatt comes out, and these kids follow him to the ringside area, and because he's the fucking Pied Piper, he's also going to be the Pied, or should I say the dirted Piper when he gets that dirt thrown on him on Sunday after he's done being buried. But they follow him to the ringside area. They're all singing. He's got the whole world in his hands.
John Cena would have ate the entire Roman army. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, there's no doubt. Yeah. I mean, he taught Moses how to part the Red Sea. Okay.
Cena's the 1 and 21-1. I mean, come on.
That's the part out where Moses brings Cena to AA Pharaoh. That's actually what happened. That's a true story.
Noah was building the ark, and he was like, "Oh, my arm's tired," and Cena said, "Give me that." You got that shit together. 5 minutes flat. But so yeah, the kids start singing. He's got the whole C Nation in his hands, which there's a lot of truth to that one, which is fine. And then he's got the big bad monster in his hands. So again, they create this image that Bray Wyatt's got mind control over people. Cena's got to save them from Bray Wyatt. Ooh. Oh my gosh, the worlds are about to collide.
Ooh.
Here comes an asteroid, and Cena's going to protect us from it. So the lights go off, and they come back on, and the kids have the lamb or sheep masks, or whatever the fuck that is. They have these masks on, the Wyatt masks. And then his acting and attempted look at concern was uninspired and weak at best. This was literally it. Literally. If Mad Genius were to go, let's think of something catastrophic, okay? Because he's supposed to be selling catastrophe, right? And if Mad Genius went, "Hey, Bruce, you'll never believe this, man. An asteroid wiped Hawaii off the map," and I went,
Wow.
That's literally what he did. This is Cena. That's how he sold catastrophe.
Yeah, he was just void of expression, void of emotion, just doing the Cena, man.
Brilliant.
Sitting there just sniffing dicks in the middle of the ring.
Okay, and I want to, sniff dicks. He's been a monotone cornball and unentertaining to me for his whole career. Let's go ahead and throw that out there. But I think Billy's really onto something with something that he brought up, or it might have been Ross. I can't remember now. So take credit, whichever one he brought this up. But it feels like he's packed it in. I think it was Billy. It feels like he's packed it in, and he's getting even worse. And I truly believe that in the position he's in, we can do no wrong. The company is like, "Oh, here's John. Everyone grab their ankles. Here he comes." A company that grabs their ankles for the guy, how could he not become complacent after a while? Oh, it's his passion, though, right? No. To me, he is just completely complacent in everything that he's doing right now. When it pertains to his acting, his wrestling, his everything.
Wrestling. He's never done that.
Well, but I think that it's even worse right now than it usually is, because I feel like he's in a position where no matter what he does, he's going to be their fucking golden boy.
Yeah, he just goes home to his dicks in a box every day. He'll be cool.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, Bray Wyatt sat there laughing with this kid on his lap to end the segment. Yeah. I thought that the whole fucking thing it just felt flat as shit. The kids coming out and Bray Wyatt being the leader of these kids. For someone who's been watching Cena for this long, I think some people tune in because they legitimately enjoy watching the WWE every week, and that's great. I wish I could do the same. But someone who's been watching this motherfucker for this long, it's like, wow, they're really going all out on the Cena push, because that's the way I look at it. It's like, okay, now they're really trying to make Cena seem like this big hero. He's going to save all these kids, and that's just the way I look at it. I don't look at it as, oh, this is cool, it's different. They got these kids dressed up. They're making Bray Wyatt, they're getting Bray Wyatt over. Because to me, with a lot of the builds for Cena opponents, they build them up with this grandeur, right? But it's only to feed them to Cena to try to... I mean, John Cena's character is...
The Eater of Worlds. What do you mean?
Dude, you can take Andre the Giant, Bastion Booger, Earthquake, Tugboat, Great Khali. I mean, you think of all the bigger guys throughout wrestling history. Take every big guy that you can think of. John Cena's character's hunger and need to be fed is more insatiable than their need to eat on a daily basis. I mean, his character gets fed so fucking much. And that's all I saw in this whole thing, was they're just doing this because they want to make John Cena's win seem like a bigger deal. And that's the way I look at it. So I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, it was cool, kids came out singing. No, I'm going to sit here and tell you how I feel about it, and that is that this is just all an attempt to make his win seem bigger. And
how about the fact that we had to see him in a cage? Like, what was the purpose of him being in a cage?
To give you the imagery of why you need to buy the pay-per-view, because John Cena cage means blood and violence and
kids.
When I think John Cena cage, I think John Cena kicking out of every move Dolph Ziggler ever learned in his entire life.
I mean, what would have been so hard about this is the cage where we're going to fight, or I don't know, like you would think, right? I don't know.
What would be so hard about John Cena putting over fucking Bray Wyatt clean?
He's got to elevate him.
Yeah, by beating him.
He's got to elevate him with that AA.
Yeah, well, he will elevate him and drop him and...
Oh my God! Wyatt's 230 pounds. He picked him up. Like,
yeah, exactly.
So like,
if they know, here's my thing. Like, if they know that John Cena is gonna win, why even insult our intelligence by having him come out here and basically pretend and tease that he's gonna actually turn heel? Like, all you're doing is making him look more stupid, which is very hard. Well, actually, it's very easy to do, but that's all you're doing is making him look retarded. I mean, actually, if you know you're just going to keep this guy as the hero, and let him come out there and just do what he always does. Why do you have him come out here today and actually sit there and try to pretend like, you guys betrayed me, and I'm tired of being the hero, and it's just corny. It was lame.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. So I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said about this. Did anyone on the panel like it?
No.
I'll just say it would have been good had Cena not been involved. Like if it would have been done with another character instead of Cena, I thought it would have been something cool. But Cena being involved instantly took any hope of that away.
Yeah.
Like you already know, like if that was like let's say for example if that was like Stone Cold would have made it like a what the fuck face, like what the hell is this? To sell it a little. Where Cena, he looked like constipated or something. I don't know.
That's an
I
angry
can't
face.
describe.
Well, yeah. The part where he got down on one knee and started T-bowing. I'm like, really? He doesn't even try to act. He doesn't even fucking try.
He ain't even trying.
No, you don't.
Trying ain't easy.
Yeah. All right, so moving on, because there's more Cena garbage we got to get to later, so we'll save the rest for that. The Usos against Ryback and Axel, WWE Tag Team Championship. The story they told in the match was that Jey Uso injured his leg on the dive to the floor. He sold it, during the entire match.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. And that's the way they structured the match around that. That was the storyline of the match. So Jey tags Jimmy for the finish, and Axel hits the Perfect Plex. And it was Jimmy coming off the top rope with a splash during the Perfect Plex to finish the match. I didn't think the wrestling was anything great, especially with Ryback involved. I like to call him Rye Crap. But the Usos retained time filler. I don't think anyone on the panel probably has an opinion on this match other than what I just said.
I'm kind of surprised that one of the Uso brothers actually made it back from Germany, though. I could have sworn one of them fought Klitschko on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Next, we get the Adam Rose vignette. He's coming next week.
The fucking lollipop, bro.
Yeah.
And fucking hungry hippos. You got to be fucking kidding me.
I
A
don't know.
lollipop. A grown-ass man twirling his hair, playing hungry hippo with fucking rabbits and holding a fucking lollipop.
Sounds like Miley Cyrus.
There you go. Enough said.
Well, okay, just wait for it, folks. I've got a little prediction that Adam Rose is going to come out, and you'll either have JBL or Michael Cole, because it does kind of feel like a heelish character.
It's a face character.
It's a face. Oh, great. So we'll have Michael Cole. Yeah, it's a party when Adam Rose is here. Just wait.
They're gonna turn this guy into fucking Fandango when the crowd. The theme song is catchy as shit, so the fans are gonna be chanting the theme song and they're gonna be partying and shit. Everybody, all the grown ass men in their fucking Cena shirts are gonna come sucking on their goddamn lollipops and shit. Play with hungry hippo shirts and all of this stupid shit. People are gonna show up in fucking bunny ears and all this stupid shit. Next thing you know, we're gonna have a match: sheet mask versus bunny ears.
Well, I could just hear it now, though. Yeah, you're probably right. But I could just hear it now. Michael Cole. Michael Cole. It's a WWE universe. We have fun. With Adam Rose, it's a party when he comes out. And JBL's going to go, look, Michael, look at all the kids dancing.
Hey, don't forget. Don't forget to laugh.
You know what?
Yeah, the fake laugh.
When he debuts this week, the first thing that's going to come to my mind is where the fuck is Alex Riley? And Bruce knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I am feeling that. Yeah. Yeah, and the more that I watch NXT, the more I'll probably be talking about that. But where's Alex Riley? John Cena elevated him to the NXT announced.
He elevated Damian Sandow too. Now he's fucking the ultra powerful Magneto.
Wow, that's sad. That's sad, man.
Yeah, a guy in the comments said I don't have to explain myself to everyone. No, I really want to. When I'm talking about Cena, I really want to explain that because.
Don't sweat it.
No, some people. I'm not on here to hurt people's feelings. Honestly, I'm not.
Fuck them.
No, but I'm not. I mean, I'm not.
Well, you don't have to, but we can.
Well, when I was.
Fuck them.
Okay, from 2005 on YouTube to 2009-ish. Yeah, I was not here to hurt feelings. You know, on my old channels, and that's why I went through so many of them. But I'm not on here to hurt people's feelings.
Fuck them.
Yeah. But you know, there is a trigger that can be pulled sometimes, though. But okay, so we get Paul Heyman and Cesaro backstage. Heyman talked about RVD getting under his skin. He says the Undertaker was the last guy to get under his skin, or he said the last guy to get under my skin, and I thought he was going to say CM Punk. And by the way, this show desperately fucking misses CM Punk's weekly promos. Yeah. Holy fucking shit. At least you could get 10 minutes of sanctity with that motherfucker on the mic. Straight up. The WWE's product as a whole is worse without CM Punk, period. Straight up worse. Because at least you had... Because, dude, just about every weekend, G, you'll vouch for this. We come on here and go, well, CM Punk cut a good promo. It's a good promo. You know, sometimes his matches weren't, you know, the greatest because I think he was working hurt, and we talked about that. But, you know, at least you got that CM Punk promo. Especially the shit he was doing with fucking Heyman. You know? I mean, oh my gosh. Who's the good mic worker on the show right now?
You said what?
Who cuts good promos on the show right now?
Wyatt.
Okay, and who's he involved with?
Cena.
Okay.
Next down the line would be fucking Ambrose and sometimes Rollins.
No, their promos are so overly scripted, dude. No.
Well, you gotta let them loose.
I agree. You gotta let them loose. I let them show some more personality. You know,
Cena lets him loose with Vince all the time.
You know what? I've watched some of Roman Reigns' interviews outside of wrestling. He's a little short on the personality.
He is, and the more and more I hear him talk, The more I think he's just kind of the tough weightlifter guy, you know.
Pretty much.
He's a little personality side of things. When I watch his interviews, like,
he's not as.
I mean, how about today, man? He was struggling.
that ain't the word.
He was thinking for a long time about the line he had to say, or lines. He was like,
but Jimmy spit the rest out at the end super quick.
Yeah.
He was thinking, and he was like, shit.
Well, no, it was just he went with choice B when he was practicing in the mirror. He was like, I'm going to go with the slow delivery this week. You know,
well, they took away his believe line because of that believe guy, so.
Well. Oh, he said it this week.
He did? Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You wouldn't have noticed because he rushed all the lines.
Yeah. Blame the shoe. So anyway, he said the Undertaker was the last guy to get under his skin, as Paul Heyman talking, and to reset here. And he said, look at what happened to him. He says what RVD said was right, but he takes his clients to the top. So RVD said to stay away from Heyman, and he was right. Huh?
They're planting seeds because Cesaro's in for a big face turn down the road. That's all
probably around WrestleMania time. Yeah. I think they'll keep him with Heyman for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Royal Rumble, because I think Cesaro wins the Rumble. To me, either him or Reigns. It'll be one of the
do something with that music, man. That music is terrible.
What? Yeah, what'd they create that music with? Fucking garbage. Like literal stuff out of a garbage can? You know those groups that make the music with the trash cans and stuff?
They were just cycling through like, okay, Sky Steiner's Sirens.
Yeah.
And, hold on, let me go through the list.
Yeah.
Garbage cans, cookies, Kindle sticks. Let's go with the garbage cans.
Yeah. Fuck, man. We recycle at the WWE, you know. So Sheamus against Titus O'Neil was next. Titus attacked Sheamus in the aisle on his way to the ring. And by the way, since Sheamus lost to Wade Barrett with that lame-looking fucking bullhammer, I cannot take Sheamus seriously anymore. There are certain results of matches that should send a signal to the viewer, do not take this guy seriously. And I am at that point with Sheamus.
#Feller.
Hashtag mid-card. Okay?
Well, Hogan lost to the people's elbows.
Well,
you know, Sheamus is on my list of guys I want to see go to TNA at this point. He's moving higher and higher on that. I think a heel Sheamus and fucking TNA would be badass.
I would love to see fucking Sheamus and Bobby Roode. Sheamus and Kurt Angle, yes. And by the way, for the record, for those of you who haven't been checking out our TNA reviews, not glowing. Okay? Yeah. TNA's not exactly out of the park right now either. So, mainstream wrestling in America.
Sheamus and Storm would be really good.
Yes.
Definitely.
Gunner. Sheamus and Gunner.
Sheamus is a brawler. He ain't scared to get his hands dirty.
There are some guys that are interesting to watch in TNA. There's some guys who are interesting to watch in WWE. The problem is very few of them are being used in a way that's gratifying to a viewer. So yeah, it's not for a lack of talent. It's just the guys that we like are not used, in a better way.
Right.
Sheamus, you remember MG? Like even when Sheamus was doing the shitty stuff, I think we were doing, talking about wrestling, WWE on the podcast at the time more than YouTube. Mm-hmm. And I always told you that I think Sheamus is a good big guy worker. And I like that about him. I said, this fucking 1-800-Feller bullshit is corny as fuck, and I don't want to see him anymore because of it. It
got to the point where I was going to call 1-800-Feller myself and get myself kicked in the face. I'm watching this shit.
Speaking of that, good segue back to what transpired. So Titus is working over Sheamus in the corner. The referee pulls Titus out of the corner, and Sheamus just broke Titus.
Yes, because it's
kind of lame. He just fucking bro kicks him. So here's a guy in Sheamus who just jobbed to a bull hammer, which I've seen other guys throw the bull hammer and it actually looked good. Honestly, Wade Barrett's bull hammer looks more like Lex Luger's bionic elbow.
Yep.
to me. It does, because he hits him with a forearm. I'm like, just start doing the Lex Luger
It looks
thing.
a little better.
Not really. I mean, he runs better than Lex Luger, but that's not saying much.
Oh, let me put my elbow pad inside out. Shit is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn it from the black side to the red side because the red side means trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Chris Hero put on a loaded elbow pad or some shit. Get this motherfucker off my
At least with
TV.
the people, like with the people's elbow, it was like I'm taking off the pad because I'm gonna land the elbow. You know?
Well,
Right.
well, you know, the fact of the matter is, Sheamus being, you know, as viewers, we were sent the signal on Sheamus to don't get your hopes up about him. And then the fact that he's at the position, where's that tell you Titus O'Neil is at?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, so that's what I took
in
away
that
from
position in
this match.
WWE since the day he was born.
Pretty. Oh.
Let's just call it how it is.
Well, yeah, there could be some truth to that. You know,
Some.
I'm just.
I got proof.
That's true. I'm trying to play it nice. All right. So next up, moving on. I believe in yet. I've been trying to type out what he says. It's not word for word, but it's pretty close. He says, "If you can't see yourself a winner, then you'll never be one. The power to envision your goals and achieve them is the same thing. Nobody's ever gotten rich in the passenger seat. Take the wheel and believe." And I'm like, oh my gosh, this fucking character's good, man.
Just imagine, like in NXT, he was doing this shit, but as a heel, where he would just be so much of a fucking face that you hated him, and it worked.
But didn't you say he would come out?
He kind of reminds me of the purple Teletubby a little
Like,
bit.
no, he is literally like a troll on Cena. Like, that is a promo John Cena would fucking cut. Like, but
John Cena's not that eloquent.
No, not that
No.
eloquent, but I'm saying in sense of trying to say all of the right things. It's kind of
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Okay, yeah.
remember Mickey James's last run at TNA when she was playing up such a goody two shoes that she was the heel?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
That's Bo Dallas.
Are you having Mickey James withdrawals, by the way, since she's been gone?
Man, that ass, bro. I miss that ass.
So does John Cena.
Yeah.
John Cena doesn't miss it. He's got his dick in a box.
All right, so next Dolph Ziggler comes out. He talks about
Z sighting.
he actually cut a good promo. Speaking of promos, I thought Ziggs cut a pretty good promo tonight. He talked about this being his favorite time of the year because of the weather, and I am completely paraphrasing. The weather, the women start wearing less clothes, blockbuster movies. I was like, damn, see, that's remember how we were talking about how we thought Dolph Ziggler had a certain amount of swagger that he's not allowed to really show?
Yep.
This is what I'm fucking talking about. He puts over the new X-Men movie, he plugs the trailer's played, blah, blah, blah. So then he brings out Hugh Jackman. He talks about, Hugh Jackman cuts a promo, he talks about loving being there, the fans, the excitement, you know, St. Louis. Talked about how he loves that anything could happen. And Ziggler said it's funny that you say that, shows a replay of Hugh Jackman punching him the last time he was there. And then Ziggler says he's burying the hatchet and they shake hands. Damian Sandow comes out as Magneto looking like a dumb fuck.
Wait,
Okay.
wait,
I mean, what the fuck,
It was
dude?
stupid, but I had to laugh at the fact that it was Damian Sandow.
I didn't laugh once, and you know why? Because this looked like it belonged on. This made original content on public access TV look like fucking Avatar. Okay, I mean it made the original content and the characters on public access TV D-list movies look like Terminator fucking 2.
Well, I'm trying to figure out who's next.
It was so terrible that it was funny. That's exactly what
Not
it was.
for me. I can't.
First we got Scooby-Doo, now we're getting Magneto, man. Who's next?
I can't laugh at fucking Damian Sandow being ribbed like that. I'm sorry, dude. And I understand why you probably thought it was funny. I'm not trying to hate on that. I'm just playing. I can't, MG. Because, folks, go look up the back and forth he had with Ric fucking Flair.
Ooh.
I'm telling you right now that Damian Sandow is yet another guy who could be like a number 3 or number 2 heel in the company. and be very, 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 very good. Here, let me put it to you this way. A lot of wrestling fans respect legends, right? Go look at his exchange, which I'm pretty sure you can find on YouTube with Ric Flair, and look up Damian Sandow with The Rock.
Yeah, his character is dead, though. I mean,
Of course
if
it is.
If you look up character assassination in the dictionary, there's a picture of freaking Damian Sandow in a Magneto outfit smiling.
No, absolutely. He was ribbed tonight. He looked like a schmuck. They had all the fake laughing coming from the commentary table. Either that or they're laughing because they're ribbing the poor guy.
It's Magneto, Michael!
So he cuts a promo and talks about, behold the power of magnetism. What the fuck?
Bro,
Dude, I mean, this is so fucking bad.
Yeah.
They start
John
teasing
Cena elevated
Sandow
him, though.
using magnetism. Oh, he did. He absolutely did. When he buried him, he actually elevated him.
Elevation.
It was an inverted elevation into the ground. But they teased Sandow using magnetism. Jackman's acting like his mic's being pulled away. I had someone tweet me that they hadn't tuned in to Raw in a while, and they tuned in, and that was the first thing they saw, and they said they changed the channel right back. Because I'm serious. I'm serious. I can give you the Twitter handle.
I don't believe that guy, whoever he is.
At Luke Reed 12.
What a coincidence. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So yeah. Anywho, Jackman ends up hitting a hip toss on Magneto, and Ziggler hits the zigzag on Sandow. And Michael Cole tells all of us idiot viewers that Jackman and Sandow saved the WWE Universe from the evil Magneto. He actually said that. Michael Cole eats dicks and likes it. Okay, I mean, that motherfucker. All right. I mean, seriously, doesn't he look like the guy back when you were back in the day when we were all fucking juvenile pricks that you would just slap a sign on his back that said, you know,
Oh, and I got
that he eats dicks and likes it, and he would walk around. Why is everybody laughing at me? He's got an eat dicks and likes it sign on his fucking back.
I know.
Oh.
It's dick, but I like it.
Yeah, yes, he does.
I gotta agree with somebody in the comment sections, though. That was a nice-ass zigzag from Ziggler.
Everything Ziggler does is nice. Remember when they gave him the super kick, though? I was like, we got something here.
Oh, when he hit Orton with that shit, my God.
Looked like he fucking murdered him.
I mean, what did he do? Did he slap like Stephen in the ass? Like what happened?
No, he took Stone Cold Steve Austin's advice and stuck up for himself in the locker room and then got buried. Like Stone Cold says that there needs to be more people to stand up for themselves in the locker room. Well, they do, and then this Ziggler happens. They get Zigglered.
I think he might have got it in with Stephanie, though.
Singing this guy dick.
I think, he gave Stephanie some and
gave her that attitude adjustment.
Could you see Michael Cole? Hold on.
In his hands, he's got dick in a box. In his hands.
No. I could just see a scene where Michael Cole, like someone with the cheap iPhone camera, and it's not steady, right? And it's some TMZ footage or something, or a video leaked on YouTube, and it's Michael Cole walking down the street, and all of a sudden he falls in a hole. All right, this motherfucker falls in a hole, and they run up to the hole. Oh my gosh, this guy just fell down, and they look over into the hole, and you realize there's a big pile of dicks in the hole. And Michael Cole looks up at the camera with a big smile on his face. I mean, that's what I think of Michael Cole. He's fucking trash. The corniest fucking announcer ever. Ever. It's also a sign of the times, the product too, by the way. You replace him with Jesse Ventura even now, and you would think the whole show was better.
I like Jesse.
Alex Riley, Jesse, dude. He's all in the politics thing, and he lives in Mexico 6 months out of the year. And Ventura
I love the way he called matches everything.
Oh, fuck. Jesse Ventura is no one ever brings him up. You know why? Because a lot of the fans who still give the product a chance weren't watching back then, you know. But a lot of I'm not saying the viewers of this channel. I mean, the comment section is gonna light up, believe me, with Jesse Ventura comments. But I'm talking in general. I don't think your average wrestling fan today, which is usually generally younger, probably even knows who Jesse Ventura is, other than the guy who was governor of Minnesota, which is sad. But if they even know that, I'll stop right now. So Heyman cuts a promo. He says the fans buy into this advocate character too much, and I'm like, oh, why is he breaking kayfabe? Like he was teasing breaking kayfabe, and then he said his kids think he's jovial and funny. He goes, so I'm going to tell you guys a joke. You want to hear a joke? And you know the funny thing is what the joke was. Is the crowd hates him, but yet they love doing sing-alongs so much that they did the joke with him. You know, there was a time where that did not happen. Like if $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase tried to do that in the late 80s, the crowd would have just continuously booed him. But anyway...
Would have got in the ring and tried to freaking stab him in the late 90s.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
20,000 came in,
No,
one
they
knockout.
wouldn't stab him because they liked the way he carried himself.
No, he did carry himself, so he might have been all right. He would have had a battery thrown at him for sure, though.
Oh, you guys, dude. Oh my gosh. So anyway, he says knock.
Compared him to the $1 Million Man? Are you kidding me, man?
No, what I'm saying, I'm saying that there was a time where sing along. I mean,
are you kidding me, man?
Yeah, well, hey. the fucking sing alongs have got to stop. I mean, they've got to stop. Like they're singing along with Wade Barrett now, and it's just my opinion. Because it's annoying to me.
How the fuck is Wade Barrett over? He fucking sucks.
I don't get it. And then we get attacked when we say we think Wade Barrett sucks. We're like, oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. You think Wade Barrett sucks? Go watch RVD and Jerry Lynn Hardcore Heaven 99. Go watch...
Living Dangerously.
Yes, Living Dangerously. Go watch Taz versus Sabu. Go watch Stone Cold Steve Austin cut a promo. Go watch The Rock. Go watch Macho Man Randy Savage. Okay, to us... That right there, greatness. All right? And then you've got guys who were good, and I'm not naming my full list. Believe me, if I say I name my full list, it'd be a 3-hour video. I'm just giving some examples. And you got guys who were good, and then you've got this era. You know? So, no, Wade Barrett fucking sucks, man. So, anyway, he says knock, knock, and then, of course, the sing-along. You hear the who's there, Mike, in the crowd, Mike who, and I'm just sitting there and like embarrassed, like, because it's not, I don't mind the people having fun doing this, it's just that on Twitter, I could be wrong, nobody's always right, not even close to being always right. I just like to think I'm right some of the time. With Twitter, I see so many fucking sheep. If ESPN says something, hundreds of thousands of people regurgitate it on their Twitter. If someone else says something, they regurgitate it. It's just, to me, it's symbolic of the regurgitation that exists in society today, where that's what everybody fucking does. Where are the original
things? Saying that LeBron James really showed up Michael Jordan with that dunk.
Oh yeah, he really showed him up. Yeah. Yeah, that's a 35-minute rant right there, which will be coming in the off season.
No, but ESPN, like, he showed them that I'm the next one. I'm gonna overcome you or some shit like that.
Yeah. Oh, 51-year-old man, you're tough.
Wait, how many losses does LeBron have in the finals though? How many does Jordan have again?
Oh, wait till I post my LeBron Jordan comparison on the website after the finals.
Like LeBron you can't talk shit about dunking if he won't even get in a dunking contest, you know.
This is another topic for another day, because to go into the diversity and the complexity of which I can bury that comparison is not for this video. But yeah, you guys are all right. So anyway, yeah. So who's there? Mike who? My client Brock Lesnar broke the Undertaker streak at WrestleMania, and I'm like, look at all these people in the crowd, you know, the fucking hooks in their mouth. And then he says he'll never mention the streak again, which this is going to be something his character does. He says Cesaro won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal at WrestleMania. He's the next top talent in the WWE, the King of Swing, Cesaro. So we get Jack Boring against Cesaro.
How about that haircut?
Yeah, that's 1942.
How about Cesaro versus The Undertaker at SummerSlam?
Actually, that.
If Undertaker can make it, shit.
Yeah, well, I could live with that.
Couldn't even make it past the first 2 minutes of the match at Mania.
Yeah, I think it's. I think.
I want to see Ric Flair and Undertaker have a race at SummerSlam.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some matches on the paper.
Nah, man, I don't want somebody getting a heart attack. You know, we already lost one legend. Yeah.
But here's it's just a bit outside, by the way. Rest in peace, Warrior. Fuck, I've still been going back and watching the Warrior. I watched 2 of them this week. His inspirational videos. I don't know why. It don't matter how many times I watch them. I still want to fucking smash my head through a wall when I watch the Warrior's inspirational videos. But
those people on Twitter sure did get quiet though after about 2 days, as I predicted.
Oh yeah, another topic for another day. Yep.
Some fans.
So anyway, we get Jack Boring against fucking Cesaro. On the bottom of the screen, during the match, right as it started, breaking news: DirecTV and Dish will not offer Extreme Rules on pay-per-view. That's what happens when you try to cut out the middleman, and that's what happens when you fuck with DirecTV and Dish. We've talked a lot about that in the VIP overtime stuff. I'm gonna just leave it there about the chances that
Tony Montana, anybody?
Yeah, not smart.
Tony Montana.
And there, yeah. So anyway, and I'm actually kind of thinking that brace yourself for a price hike with that network. The match itself was super short. You had Paul Heyman grab Zeb Coulter by his face, and no, I'm gonna start calling Michael Cole the Elephant Man. Fuck that. Cena Sniff Dicks, Fuckboy Buckethead, the Shit Factor Professional Wrestling. He's got enough nicknames. Michael Cole is the Elephant Man because he fucking clearly loves doing the elephant walk. So the Elephant Man, Michael Cole, starts screaming, "Heyman's got the mustache! Heyman's got the mustache!" I'm like, out of all times, to show fucking enthusiasm, he starts screaming about Paul Heyman grabbing the man's face, and he's screaming, "Heyman's got his mustache." It's stupid. Stupid. Oh my gosh.
He's got Zeb Coulter's mustache.
Yeah, it is him. I mean,
That's right up there with Tyson knocking out Shawn Michaels in WrestleMania 14.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's got his mustache.
Tyson!
I don't fucking care. You don't even have to call it like that. I mean, you want to talk about overselling. Anyway, Cesaro hits Swagger with a German suplex for the 3-count wins off a distraction. So, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so Renee Young interviews John Cena, and it was clearly John Cena's best promo of his career because the motherfucker didn't say one word and he just walked away. Yeah! That's what we've been waiting for. Man, John Cena
Standing ovation. Bravo.
Oh, beautiful.
Bravo.
Even though his mad
Encore.
face... Dude, his mad face even looked uninspired. He's like...
Encore.
Well, he was so disappointed in those kids. They betrayed him, you know? I mean, all of his fans...
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Man, those kids look so bored singing that song.
Yeah, they were like, why did my mommy make me do this?
$30 million in the bank, but he's certainly betrayed. Poor guy.
Yeah, I know. I feel so bad for him. He'll never know who the fuck any of his fans are unless they can put him on camera and exploit him.
Yep.
Oh. No. I heard he takes time out for fans. It's autograph signing or whatnot, but 98% of his fans, he'll never even know your name. So that's the way it is with any celebrity. But Cody Rhodes against Del Rio with Goldust outside the ring. Tell me that everyone didn't see coming what happened. Another match over in the blink of a fucking eye. Del Rio went over with the armbar. By the way, I finally looked up that match with Crow Cop and Del Rio.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, dude, I hadn't seen it before. And motherfuckers wrestling or fighting in Pride in a luchador mask. And when I started watching it, I realized I had seen it before. Oh my, holy shit, dude. MG, fuck. That kick, like, grazed him on the top of his head.
Yeah.
He went down like he had 50 sacks of potatoes attached to his ass. And then Crow Cop tagged him again. I was like, oh my gosh, dude. But anyway, after the match, who couldn't see this one coming? Cody Rhodes pushed Goldust.
No way.
This is obviously going to be a slow build, which I'm fine with. I'm looking forward to the
That might have been the best flying armbar of Del Rio's career. That shit looked nasty. The way
it looked good.
Cody rolled, it got flipped over.
Well, let's not forget that Del Rio, when they were pushing him, you and I were both like, the title reign that no one gives a fuck about. Remember how fucking terrible his title reigns were and boring? Like, he would literally come out, no heat as a heel. Let's turn him babyface. The fans like to do sing-along. They would do the CCC thing, and that was it. You know?
Yeah, he's alright.
Yeah, because the Daniel Bryan yes chant was over.
Yeah, you're right. He did kind of piggyback on the Daniel Bryan thing. You're right.
Yeah, true.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna get through my portion of this.
Uh-oh.
And then I'm gonna turn it over to Billy, and I'm gonna take a little break and let the guys just go freestyle for a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna go Tupac on this shit.
Hell yeah. Probably be punished for hard living. All right. So Lana comes out to introduce Alexander Rusev, and she says something to the effect of, paraphrasing, "Power can't be earned. It can only be taken by those who are destined to receive it. Resistance is futile." She got more English lines.
I'm not resisting.
Who would? And then she says the Supreme Being. He's the Supreme Being now. Alexander Rusev.
Who?
Alexander Rusev.
What
So,
are you talking about?
yeah, exactly. So he comes out to wrestle Xavier
I've been
Woods.
waiting for him to make his debut for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for like a while. I haven't seen him though.
He'll be debuting next week, they say. Yeah. So Rusev was about to squash Xavier Woods, but R-Truth got in the ring to cause the DQ. Why wait till the match starts if you're just going to jump him? It's always my logic in these situations. You know, don't you just jump him when you see him? But anyway, no, he was trying to give Xavier Woods a chance to win, and then when Rusev put him in the fucking camel clutch to humble him, break his back and fuck his ass to make him humble. So anyway, fucking Rusev takes a run at, because he's supposed to crush. He takes a run at R-Truth. Truth pulled the top rope. Fucking Rusev goes over the top. R-Truth and Xavier Woods each hit a kick, I think it was, to him on the apron, and Lana held him back. No crush now. You know, so, yeah, it's going to be a handicap match.
Oh, I thought she was promoting Crush, the orange juice, or the orange soda.
At first I thought that maybe Crush was going to make a return. You know,
Right.
Crush was a terrible gimmick, wasn't he? I'll never forget his original vignettes where he was the Hawaiian Shaka Bra Crush.
I actually liked it with when he had the yin yang painted in his face. He looked alright. With Fuji and Yokozuna.
Oh! That was the third incarnation of Crush.
Yeah.
Because the first one was Demolition.
I liked him though.
Dude, somebody said Elephant Man Michael Cole. Feed him your nuts.
He is Elephant Man. You know, if you ever ask Michael Cole for an autograph, just ask him if he enjoys doing the elephant walk.
Whoa.
That's it. He probably won't know what the fuck you're talking about. Until
Hashtag Snuffleupagus.
Crush. What was worse, Crush or Rusev?
Crush. But I remember the original Crush vignettes where he's in he's in a junkyard, and they're like showing the junkyard, the car's getting crushed, and they're showing that he had this power to crush heads.
Oh, I remember his fucking finisher now. Oh, that was.
Yeah. And remember he was crushing like the melons in the fucking vignettes or coconuts or something.
Oh.
And that was his finisher.
Oh yeah, crush him.
Yeah, it's got to be crushed. Crushes their head. Baron von Raschke used it.
Man, Vince has some horrible ideas sometimes.
The crush thing sucked. Even Savage couldn't save the crush thing. He tried, but
He tried hard, yeah.
he did. And then Savage was like, Vince, I'll see you later, dude. Going to WCW, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm taking Slim Jim's thing with me. And that's why he got blackballed. So, yeah, how many times does someone leave, take an endorsement deal with him, and Vince McMahon comes on the air practically crying, wishing him luck in the future? But it was all about Stephanie, right?
No, I never understood why Savage and Bret Hart never had like a major feud. You know? I never understood it.
Well, it was timing.
Yeah, I know, but
no, if again.
It should have been Savage versus Bret, not Bret.
But hold on, because again, and in my in-depth career articles, I'll give you guys a little snippet of one. Like the Savage, I went into detail with all the stuff that went on that people just throw out to the Stephanie thing. There was so much more going on. It's in the Savage article. In my Bret article, which, by the way, we got to get together and do that VIP video, MG, sometime this week if we can.
Okay.
Because I wanted to have you in it, and I'm hoping to get Lyrical in it, and I think I'm going to reach out to Grits to see if he wants to do it with us. But in the Bret article, I pointed out that actually Bret's big break was a match with Savage on the main event. So they didn't have a big feud, but that match with Savage was a launching pad for Bret D-Style. But I do agree, they never had a big feud. Okay. I don't know if you could hear me, but so I'll turn it over to Billy, because Billy's got the in-depth coverage of Lana, and you guys can freestyle till I'm back. So, which I'm sure Lana will probably take up my entire 5-minute break here.
I have no idea what Bruce is talking about. You know.
Yeah, that was my biggest issue with Bruce's. I don't know, maybe there's a different version of Raw.
All right, have at it, boys. Have at it.
All right, anyway, so Lana comes out with, and that view gets me fucking high.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Those legs, holy
Just
shit.
legs. Just
That
everything.
ass when she turned around.
Yeah, she comes out dressed in red business suit, obviously, normal wear, showing the cleavage, short skirt. She comes out, she knows she has every male's balls right in her purse, man. Like, turns around, shows that ass a little bit, just kind of sticks it out, and just looks back like, oh yeah, motherfuckers. So she says, yeah, you will witness why resistance is futile, says something around those lines, and it's like, well, oh shit. Goddamn. Fuck, 78 steps to get to the ring. I did a very scientific method to figure that out. That's pretty goddamn close. Goes and stands in her traditional spot outside the ring, and I'm just thinking the whole time I would keep her wet when the world is dry, every time. Look at confidence on her face, which plays into the match later, obviously. Put her right hand on her hip, then kind of return that to a resting position. Slaps her hand on the mat and says, "Crash!" And then right after that, winner of the match by disqualification, Lana. She backpedals to the back, mean fucking Truth in Woods. And that's all I gotta say, man. So if she's on, you guys can lead off that and see if I got.
Like did Truth get turned down by her or something? Why was he mad? Like, I didn't get it.
No, it probably was that, and just to go and finish off on her period blood. If I could fuck her on her period, we'd make the sheets blood stained in the shape of a heart. Just wanted to say that.
Wow.
There you go. So I was my period.
Whoa.
Come on, man. We got Cena fans who watch these, Billy. You got Cena fans who watch these videos. Come on, man.
That is insane.
Sorry, kids.
Just a bit outside.
That was not as bad as I put her bloody tampon in my mouth and stuck on a lollipop. That was not near as bad.
It's only rock and roll.
Or as bad as the pancakes either, right?
Well, I mean, shit. I mean, it's just period blood. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
She is fine in a motherfucker.
Well, anyway,
yeah,
I got to co-sign 99.9% of what Billy said, man. 10 out of 10 for Lana. Whew. She definitely somewhat tried to save the show, but like I said, I got to give her a completely separate rating. So 10 out of 10 for her, man.
What, did you see the way that fucking Woods and fucking Truth were fucking scared of her and shit? I mean, she won that shit quick.
That's why that Rusev bum is undefeated, man. She keeps distracting everybody.
She has that intimidation factor.
I'm on board with this Lana thing 100% now. Before
Yeah,
I
you've
was
been
like,
converted,
yeah,
man.
she's a nice body, but I'm on board now. Totally on
We're
board.
on board, like really?
Oh my! Oh no! I'm trying to hop on that board, bro.
Let's get that train ready, boys.
I got my ladder. I got my motherfucking rope, bro. Shit, I got my back grappling. I got the whole nine, bro. I got the utility belt right now. I'm trying to hop on board.
Take her on Mars like that blue man in Watchmen. Fuck her on Mars.
The cosmic penis.
Cosmic penis. Hashtag cosmic penis.
And by the way, hold on, I got to give a shout out to somebody. Shout out to the franchise fan who sent me this picture of Paige kissing another girl. My man.
Yeah, they're making out on the pool table and shit too.
On the pool table.
Yeah, oh god.
Yeah, I like Paige.
Shout out to Paige for unblocking me on Twitter.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Ross was blocked on Twitter by Paige.
Sure, that's what happens when you're putting in work, man. That's what happens. But hey, she unblocked me.
Leave her alone, man. What are you doing?
Trying to get a piece of that, bro. I just watched an interview from Emma did over WrestleMania weekend. Oh my god.
Oh, shout out to Emma too. I forgot about her. Right on.
That, bro. That right now, Paige, Emma, fucking Lana. Could Raw be any better?
Well, if AJ comes back,
it's pretty good.
Okay. Well, once AJ comes back, then we're at a 4 out of 4.
Yeah.
Come back, AJ. Come back.
I
I don't think CM
Be
Punk's
selfish, CM Punk. Let it go.
CM Punk's coming back for that pussy. So once he's done with AJ, y'all don't think he is too. Watch.
He's like, damn, why did I leave already?
That's great. He's a cult of personality. He's coming back. Both out.
Who needs a top spot? I just need her on top of me. Oh shit.
Exactly.
Oh, shout out to Brie Bella, man. Brie Bella was looking good today too, man.
Yeah, she was. I'm on board with that now. She went in my top 5 divas, dude. I like that new hairstyle she got going on. Cute.
She has that newly married smile. You know? Go on.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan's hitting that. Like,
oh, he's in the
Can't miss the dress Stephanie had on tonight.
Oh god, yeah.
In a motherfucker tonight too.
Stephanie's looking for an affair.
Hey, she had the 3 slits in her dress, bro.
She's looking for it, dude. She's
And
probably
she even told
All it takes is one tub to make it come off.
Statements. I don't want you there. You know, have you noticed?
Yeah.
Hey.
I noticed they're not coming out together anymore. They're having marital problems, dude. She probably did fuck Ziggler. I think you're onto that.
I think she's trying to get at Daniel Bryan right now too, from what I can see.
She has some. Yeah. There's some aggression there, dude. She wants to fucking
Some
like.
signals, man. You better wake up, Daniel. Wake up.
Oh, she wants to ride that cock hard, no doubt about it. She wants to try to snap that shit in half. You know, he's gonna have to get ready.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, we know you're married, dude, but it's okay. You got about, a 60-day grace period, so you can go ahead, do what you got to do, and then you get back to your marriage life.
Yeah, get your nut on, get her pregnant. That way, secure your position in the company, and
That's that G-pop.
That's how you fertilize your position in the company, right there. Fertilize.
That's right. I'm onto that Stephanie affair thing. I'm telling you, dude. I'm so onto it.
Hey, you never know. It might be me.
Yeah, if it's you, then you need to freaking get a medal or some shit. Get you a trophy. God damn.
You'll never know. Well, at least out on air.
You gotta keep it private.
Yeah, you got to keep it very private. But if you guys see me show up at one of the stock meetings one day, You'll know.
You gotta be careful, Mad Genius. You can't be saying that. Steph's gonna get mad at you.
Shit.
Shit.
Not when you putting it down Blue Man style.
You put that Blue Man style, that cosmic dick. Oh shit. Even that fake ass Batman ain't gonna fuck with you.
Wow.
That's from the movie Watchmen.
People are wondering, like, what is this Blue Man shit? But we're talking about the movie
Hey,
Watchmen.
I tell you what, though, if I had to choose between freaking The Watchmen and watching Raw, man, woo, I'd have had to bite that bullet and watch Watchmen, man.
Hey, is Lana like just? Is she just like a valet, or was she ever in NXT wrestling, or like?
No, she debuted as Rusev's valet.
So she's not a wrestler?
Damn.
Nope.
So I'm not gonna get to see her, like, I don't know, just sweating.
I mean, maybe one day she might. You know, maybe she's training now.
You know?
God, I would love to be at those training sessions.
Oh god.
I mean,
Fuck, could be so nice.
Hey, Lana needs to learn how to wrestle. We got any volunteers? Like the whole fucking locker room. Like, hey, I'll teach you.
Hell yeah! Who wants to execute a leg scissor?
No, wait. We can't do it. We're giving you your big push right now. I don't give a shit about my push.
Well, we know John Cena and Michael Cole wouldn't want any part of that, so.
Hell yeah! Like if I'm on Raw, the first thing I'm doing is I'm getting into my Austin Aries zone, man. Let me see Lana in the ring. Time to corner and hop up on that second rope.
Brilliant.
I'm right.
Brilliant.
That's how you got to do it, though. You know, sometimes you just got to take control.
Hey, she needs to be humble, man. Needs to be humble.
She needs to be humble.
You know she has it too right now though. She comes out, she knows. You can see that look on her face and shit. She's all like, "Oh my god, you guys."
Oh my god.
I don't want a piece of this shit. Shit, even the girls.
Ravishing Russian.
She's up there with like any girl ever in wrestling as far as hot. You know.
Yeah. What is she writing? Like, what, Mad Genius 5-0?
10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
I don't see any flaws. You know?
Matches wise though, she hasn't even lost yet.
Oh.
I don't know who
she hasn't.
No, 100% knockout percentage.
I don't care if she knows how to, take a bump or armbar. I don't care. It's just put on the bikini and wrestle. Just do
I
it.
care about her knowing how to take a bump.
I want to see Lana versus
She's gonna have
Paige.
to take a flat back bump with me in the bed.
I could see the trainers now. Like if it's a guy trainer teaching her how to wrestle.
Oh,
It's like, all right, we're going to implement some MMA into your. Okay, we're going to teach you the north-south position really quick, and then this is called a triangle. Let me demonstrate on you.
she'll never get anywhere if I was training her. She wouldn't learn a damn thing.
All right, your finisher's going to be the triangle.
It'd be mat wrestling the whole goddamn time.
All right, back to a serious note.
That's serious.
No, I'm saying a heavier note. We get the exploitation. Here the Ultimate Warrior, rest in peace.
Oh, I thought you meant Alana.
No, Warrior Man.
I don't mind that. I'm just saying.
Warrior Man, during his Hall of Fame speech, talked about John Cena and Make-A-Wish, and he goes, he's a guy who doesn't even want people to know about his Make-A-Wish. And I'm thinking,
that's why the media just happens to be there every time.
Every time. And I'm going to say it like this.
And they had to show it on Raw, because, that's the way.
Yeah.
They try to make you into the bad guy if you boo him.
Yeah, why don't they mention the fact that the kid Daniel Bryan granted a wish for before WrestleMania and had as his personal guest at WrestleMania just passed away, literally this past week. Something like that. That's a touching story. Why don't you talk about that? No, you got to talk about Cena.
Cena's the only one that gets this. And to me, and I want these words to ring in your head, it stops becoming charity and becomes equity for public relations when you bring a camera in the room for this sort of thing. I'm not trying to get on my high horse here. I'm just sticking up for the exploitation of those kids. And, good for the Make-A-Wish kids. Okay, if they're Cena fans, good. But again, the doctors and the parents, these parents are going to be littered with bills for the rest of their lives. And these doctors who try to save these kids' lives are the real heroes to me. And I think that the NBA goes too far with it, sometimes with NBA cares. And I think WWE is way over the top with John Cena's Make-A-Wish stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
the NBA does go too far with it, but let's just imagine if the NBA only showed you LeBron
One guy
doing NBA cares. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, at least they show you a little bit of diversity.
Everybody,
even though
like,
they go over the
everybody's-
top.
Look, I don't mind as far as any type of publicity if there's some type of raising awareness for the issue. But
Right.
what are they raising awareness on?
Oh, it was just the whole tone of the segments are always John Cena. What a good guy. He granted his wish numbers X, Y, and Z, and here it is, John Cena with the kids.
Yeah, it's more about freaking John Cena than the kids. Like, it's out of hand, dude. It's out
Vince,
of hand.
I promised this sick kid that I was gonna win on Extreme Rules.
Yeah, what the fuck is he, Babe Ruth? I mean, fuck.
You make the rules, Vince, but this kid is very. And he told me that his dream was for me to win. And Extreme Rules.
And I'm just saying that the moment it's pointing for his home run.
That might be the funniest shit you've ever seen.
What the fuck?
No, but you know what I mean.
Hashtag Babe Ruth factor.
Yeah, but the moment you bring those cameras in, like I said, and you broadcast charity, it ceases being charity and becomes money in your public relations bank.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about it, and I'm going to
It's
leave it at
sad.
that. I don't want to sit here on my high horse. None of us are perfect, but what I'm saying is, it annoys me when John Cena is made to be the hero instead of the troops because he spends time with the troops. Oh, his time is so valuable when they're the ones getting in the line of bullets and bombs and roadside IEDs, and they're out on ships in a very, very dangerous world climate right now when it pertains to you've got world leaders with their fingers on the nuke trigger, and I've got a cousin stationed right now in the Middle East in the Navy. And if he were to show up in one of these segments with Cena with the troops, I'd lose my fucking mind. But again, not trying to get on the high horse, just saying it's annoying, and we see
True.
right through it.
I thought they were just John Cena's guests.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say too. It's not charity when you're using it to try to get him over, because that's clearly what you're doing.
But here's the thing: you would think, all right, this should be like no kayfabe, like, you know what I mean? So my thing is, why can't they have the heels there? You know? Or
Why do they have to show it on TV?
You know, I
Yeah.
agree with that completely.
I mean, again,
Why, you know, but
I always use the Brian Urlacher example because he told reporters, "Don't you fucking write that story about all the charity he was doing." Michael Jordan, when Michael Jordan was the man in Chicago, I know someone personally who wrote a letter to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan gave their family fucking money.
And this is what they're basically doing. Like, this is basically what they're doing. They're exploiting the moms of children because basically they want parents to basically be like, all right, this is a guy that we could have our kids use as a role model. Let's go out there and buy some of his merchandise for our kids, or we could actually support this guy. So basically they're just doing this to put money in their pocket and John Cena's pocket. Okay, it's just exploitation at its finest right here, and it's disgusting to
they're
watch.
doing it to get the guy over, right? That's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Especially
the ultimate good guy.
Especially the one kid that had the I'm not sure what he had, but just seeing him in such a
In the wheelchair? Oh my gosh, I felt so bad.
Hard to see, man.
And
It
don't
makes
get me wrong,
it makes your heart hurt.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, for these kids, it probably does mean a lot.
Oh, and that's great.
But
Great.
it's supposed to be like a private thing between you and that kid, and that's it.
Exactly. The camera doesn't have to fucking be there up his ass. Like, that is so
Like
fucking
Goldberg did
storylines
does
about
the Make-A-Wish all the time. Goldberg does it, or did it. I don't know if he's still like.
It's got no place on a Monday Night Raw. It's just got no place being on this.
No, and especially carefully placed in a Raw where you have kids who are following Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
You know, and
But
that's
here's the thing, though. Like, here's the catch-22 that you would think, like, this is the type of story that, like, maybe, I don't know, CNN or somebody would pick up and be like, wow, we found out that you do all this. That we want to do a story on it. Like, they're doing their own story. Like, you know, like, that's so retarded. It just is
Well, I just wish they-
self-righteous. You know?
Absolutely. And his passive aggressiveness, where he takes shots at us, the people who don't like him. I fucking hate that too. So Renee Young interviews RVD. Boy, did RVD look like a fucking idiot in his promo. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. You know, so I'll go ahead and say that. So if you're an RVD fan, I'm right there with you. Oh, Billy, I forgot about that.
Something
Fuck.
critical.
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay.
I was gonna go buy new ones so I didn't ruin the existing ones, but we may do that.
Criticize the wrestler that you like? No way.
Okay,
if you guys were watching this RVD match, don't do drugs, okay? Don't do drugs. They know.
Before we get to the RVD thing, Billy, we're gonna do it. Stall for a minute, MG. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Oh shit. Well, guys, something epic is about to happen. How the fuck do you stall during an RVD promo? There's never been a moment to stall. Shit.
We can always talk about Lana again.
Never been a good promo cutter. Shit. And then you got fucking Zeb Coulter. Like, how the fuck do you stall during this shit? I mean,
not a good promo.
No, it never is. I don't think I've ever heard like a good RVD promo.
It's true.
And that's not even just to be like,
hey, what's my name, kids? RVD. All right, that's the end of the promo.
That's usually what it is, though, right? Oh, somebody in the comments.
Wasn't it like Rob Van Dam, or is it just me?
That's when you're doing a really high amount of drugs. When you need to be reminded what your name is constantly. That's when you're kind of over the top there.
Well, I mean, he is a well-known connoisseur of Mary Jane. Let's just put it lightly.
I'll tell you what, he was demonstrating. He was demonstrating his limits tonight, boy, because he was not looking like he was very conscious in that ring today. Put it that way.
Oh, he was very conscious. You know, he just was a little out of it. You know, don't crucify the guy for liking the good stuff, so to say.
For being dumb.
Hey, he was somewhere on. He was somewhere on that planet with
he's
that.
Not dumb.
That
I think he's just
superhero
permanently
song.
fried. He's like Snoop Dogg at this point.
Snoop Dogg.
He just wakes up high. You know, he doesn't even have to smoke for 3 weeks, and you know he's still high.
All right, Billy. I found a really old one.
I found a new one, but it's okay.
All right. All right, so we'll just go ahead and preface this by saying this is what John Cena makes us want to do.
It doesn't hurt at all.
And that's to prove a point to the TNA knockouts, who do protected fucking cookie sheet shots.
And we took it to the head too. Plus,
oh my gosh, did we just do that on the air?
Yeah, I think so.
The silence is deafening.
it did make my ears ring. I'll say that. That's about it.
Not mine. So back to the RVD promo. Renee, he's getting interviewed.
You guys think I'm the crazy one?
So
Matt, geez, you got to remember the era we came from. That we hit ourselves. In
yeah.
You just think they were trying to get me to do this with them, right?
Because I'm not hitting myself in the head. I'm like, pussy.
Fuck that, bro. I gotta preserve the sexy, bro.
Come on. So anyway, she asked RVD what's his mindset going into his match tonight.
Stop right there.
Yeah. His mindset. RVD's mindset is this 420 man. He said he's been Intercontinental Champion 6 times, and 7 is his lucky number. And tonight he has bad news for Wade Barrett, and it's RVD. And I'm like, ooh, okay. So Zeb Coulter recruits RVD, RVD turns down Zeb and makes fun of his own intelligence by hesitating and saying, he goes, I have, what do you call it? I have a mind of my own. You know, and I'm like, yeah, there's a guy who's been hit in the head too many times with chairs. Okay. Yeah, that was RVD kind of fucked himself in that promo. It looked
He's
stupid.
one of a kind.
All right, so next we got Los Matadores against Drew McIntyre and Heath Slater. Yeah, the midgets started to fight outside the ring, and then Heath Slater actually hit a pretty nice spike DDT, and oh my gosh, 3MB1, move over Barry Horowitz. Well, there was the Barry Horowitz reference, huh? Dumb. Time filler, lame, boring. Didn't like it. I heard you guys talking about Stephanie, so that was the next segment. She came out, and then she asked overrated, and asked Daniel Bryan to come out so she can apologize. And Daniel Bryan comes out in a fucking neck brace, with Brie Bella. So apparently they're gonna roll with this now, huh? Where they're gonna be together.
And does Daniel Bryan have this? Does Daniel Bryan have this thing with like neck braces? Because it's like, why is that the only part of his body that always gets hurt? His neck. Like everything else is perfectly fine.
No, he had the shoulder at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he got healed though. It was a miracle, but he got healed at the end of the night.
First of all, if he would have took 3 legit tombstones to the head, how the hell was he even able to walk out today? Like, how was that even possible?
It's been a week.
Well, by the way, those cookie sheet shots, more extreme than anything you'll see at Extreme Rules for the record viewers. Down for the hashtag, down for the cause, down for the entertainment. But no, I don't know what I felt about this segment. I kind of came away with mixed feelings. You know, Daniel Bryan, of course, got the huge pop. Loud Daniel Bryan chants. And Daniel Bryan tells Stephanie that, you know, she's full of crap. Stephanie says her and Triple H never wanted Daniel Bryan to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. She's acting like she's coming clean. But that's not the way we feel now. And then Daniel Bryan, you know, he cut with a little enthusiasm. Asked her, how do you think my wife felt when you were trying to do all this to me, paraphrasing. He said, you know, she hasn't done anything about it because she respects me, like a passive-aggressive threat, I guess. She respects me and knows I can do this on my own. Stephanie says she knows how Brie feels because she's been there when I've rode with my husband to the hospital and stuff. And then D-Bry says, you know, you're still full of crap. Stephanie asked D-Bry to come down and look in her eyes so he can see.
Hey, I'm telling you, Stephanie wants that D-Bry. She wants that D-Bry.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, in a joking way, yeah, but at storyline-wise, the story they're trying to tell, she's trying to get him in the ring in any way that she can so that Kane can attack them, basically. D-Bry says, you know, look, I'm cleared for the match on Sunday. I know you think Kane's going to take me out, but I never quit. And I'm like, oh, you know, fucking generic. And on Sunday, I won't quit either. If Kane takes me down, I will take him down with me straight to hell. And Stephanie tells Brie Bella that, look, I'm gonna give you a title shot tonight, against Paige for the Divas Championship. Fairness, yeah. D-Bry says he's not gonna let Brie go down there alone. Stephanie says Brie's match for the Divas Championship starts right now, and you know I'm fine with you coming down to be with her. And then, sure enough, after all night they're showing Kane's mask in the glass box, and I said to myself, eventually the mask will be gone, and where's Kane, right? So all of a sudden his mask is gone, and they go to a commercial. So we get Paige versus Brie Bella. I thought the actual wrestling was pretty good.
Damn good.
Yeah. Best match of the night until they fucked it up.
Well, then Paige hit a superplex. Fuck, man.
Superplex, a fucking perfect plex.
He's a beast.
Yeah, Paige is. I mean,
she's elevated the level of the wrestling, of the women's wrestling, man. That's
And they're finally booking her as like a good wrestler who knows what she's doing. So they are booking her a little bit better.
She's in there wrestling like she's the fucking Amazon woman screaming and shit, you know.
That's her.
But
Wish
then,
Beth Phoenix, good match.
oh yeah, the Glamazon, yeah.
I would love to see her and Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, but they booked Beth Phoenix like a ditz. But Kane comes through the ring, pull the old Undertaker thing, which who just did that in TNA?
Abyss.
Oh, yeah.
Lockdown.
And it flopped, yeah. Like I said at the time, if that was Bobby Lashley, I think people would have cared, but it was Abyss. Even though Bobby Lashley, not exactly the guy you're plopping your money down to see. He did have that cool suplex. What was that, on Thursday?
Yep.
That was awesome. It's been done before, but where he caught Kenny King in the air. You guys got to check that out if you haven't seen it. Just look up Bobby Lashley, Kenny King, and you'll see it. So Kane tries to kidnap Brie Bella. Daniel Bryan hits Kane with a monkey wrench to quote-unquote protect Brie.
Yeah, I think Kane was trying to do a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Kane was determined, man.
He's gonna go Katie Vick on her ass.
Well, either way, he hits a choke slam on Daniel Bryan, starts pulling Brie into the hole in the ring again, but she kicked him and got away. And then Kane's pyros hit again, with Daniel Bryan and Brie in the aisle, and Kane kind of stood there smiling. So a little bit more of a build for their match, but I still really don't care about this match.
Yeah, that was that guy who was wearing that suit, right? That corporate guy, wasn't that him? When now he's the demon again?
It's just out of nowhere, yeah. Just because Stephanie said so, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. What did you guys think? Did it sell you on the match?
Fuck no.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what I thought, man. Brie Bella, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, man. Like she's looking all right, dude.
I mean, Kane looks so unstoppable. Oh my God.
Yeah,
the big red machine is unstoppable.
His unstoppableness is unstoppable.
It's you can't book him as this unstoppable machine when you've jobbed him for the last years.
They need to get the same announcers who announced LeBron games to start talking about Kane when he comes out. All right, he's 6'8", 260, a big red machine. Get those Miami Heat announcers down there.
My problem is that name a Kane 5-star match.
What?
We're done.
One that even
he doesn't have a lot of 5-star matches.
Okay, and one that even remotely came close.
Or maybe none. But I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I used to be a big Kane fan. Not much anymore. I think his time has passed. But for a big man, he's not that bad. I just have a problem with the way he's booked. I mean, I just can't buy the fact that he's this unstoppable force. Sorry, I can't buy it.
I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. I mean, they at least tried to put more of a build to the match, but clearly with, him getting married and then his the sad situation with his father passing away and whatnot, I don't know. There's a built-in excuse, but one must wonder. They were already going in the Kane and Daniel Bryan direction, so how much better would the build have been if, if he was even there?
Hey, if it's not Alana or Paige, get it off my TV screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fuck it.
All right.
Brie Bella's okay now, so we're starting to get some numbers.
All right. So yeah. Moving on. Whatever. So we see Daniel Bryan, Brie Bella, and Stephanie backstage. She apologizes again. Daniel Bryan says he'll be at Extreme Rules, and she's going to regret dragging his wife into this. Stephanie apologizes, and Brie yells at her to get out, you bitch. And I was like, okay, that was actually okay.
But she's trying to get Daniel Bryan. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. She's off my man.
Well, that'll probably be the next convoluted Daniel Bryan storyline. But because this storyline fucking sucks. Let's be honest.
That's one way to get back at Triple H.
I don't know, man. It should be Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan at Extreme Rules.
Oh yeah.
By the time Wyatt's done with Cena, I'm not really going to be interested in Wyatt.
How is it that he could beat him at the Royal Rumble, then this guy becomes a world champion, and you're not going to book a match between them? It just doesn't make sense.
Bray Wyatt was my favorite wrestler for a little bit, and at this point in time, I just don't care about Bray Wyatt. I really don't. I'm not interested in him. Sorry.
Yeah.
The hashtag sniff dick factor just ruined it. So.
Agreed. And even the Evolution Shield thing's kind of falling flat. You know?
Yeah.
So, I think once the pay-per-view gets here, you'll be more excited for it than you are now. You're like, all right, Shield and Evolution, let's see what they do here. You know? Like, okay.
I mean, it can't be any worse. You know?
So, all right. So I want to say that if you want to get a good laugh, and I could say this for so many things. Go back and watch the pathetic acting by JBL, Jerry Lawler, and Michael Cole after the backstage segment with Daniel Bryan, Brie, and Stephanie, where they took this apologetic tone for Brie Bella saying bitch, and they're trying to act all somber like this is really serious. You know, and I know it's par for the course for those guys, but I literally just sat there and said, what the fuck has wrestling become? You know? All right, so now we get a John Cena backstage promo. Yay!
Yes.
And he went into his Barack Obama voice. He did. He does this all the fucking time.
Third time on the show, by the way. Third appearance.
Third appearance on the show, yeah. So back to Monday Night Cena. That's what I should have
He
titled.
got a heavy dose. I was at least thinking like, damn, okay, they brought him out early, so he's done. He's out the way.
Me too, yeah.
I was like,
oh no,
man.
4 appearances. The Make-A-Wish segment.
Oh, yeah, shit.
So anyway, he goes into his Barack Obama voice. Let me first say, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to react to little kids in sheet masks. Bray will go to great lengths to manipulate and send his message. More importantly, I was wrong about something, and I'm happy I was. And by the way, there's more tone in my voice than he had. He was so fucking monotone. I thought the WWE Universe had turned its back on me. I'm proud to know that they haven't. Let's go Cena. Cena sucks. Doesn't matter because there was noise, and noise is passion. And at this point, he starts yelling. You know, he goes from monotone to over yelling, and it's so weird. He can't find that fucking middle ground. He goes on to say Bray Wyatt should bring a pet donkey to the pay-per-view. Whatever. Okay. I'll skip that lame attempt at comedy because, John Cena, he's the king of strikeouts with comedy. But apparently, according to John Cena, Bray Wyatt's going to have a fist in his face and a foot up his ass. I've actually heard 4 wrestlers use that line in the past, but that's fine. Sure, John. Cool story, bro. And I will just say that, first of all, not a fist in the face and a foot up his ass. It's going to be dirt on his head and a gravestone over his dead character's body. But Sniff Dicks took the shit factor of promos and raised it to a new bar. He is fuckboy Buckethead. I mean, what else do you want me to say? He's garbage. He fucking sucks. I don't want to talk about Cena anymore tonight. I fucking can't stand him. And I already showed you how much he irritates us by hitting a pie pan over my head. So, he does. I mean, literally, John Cena, there are so many times where he comes out and it's just like, I'm going to fucking smash my head into something. This guy's been the face of the company for 9 fucking years. 9 fucking years.
And he reminded us today.
Oh, yeah, but it was 10 years, But no, they started running with him in 2005 is when they really started running with him. Because at first it was just a failed wannabe rapper gimmick, and then they're like, yeah, we got something here with the Cena thing, because people started cheering him early on, and I'm just sitting there thinking, why are they cheering him? And a year later, he's getting Cena sucks chants pretty regularly. You can go back through those fucking pay-per-views. And it was funny because I was talking to Mad Genius about that. I said, man, the audio editing crew must hate Cena. Wait till they get to his career DVD. In every fucking match, they have to edit the crowd sound.
Oh, they're gonna love that.
Yeah. Well, they already have them all edited anyways. So, next we get a Bad News Barrett promo. He says, RVD thinks he's going to beat me tonight to become the #1 contender for the IC Championship. I'm afraid I got bad news.
Yeah, you're on the
WWE.
show.
I got some bad news. I'm wrestling tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna also talk. WWE slogan is then, now, and forever. RVD slogan should be then. Oh, how creative! Because then is the last time RVD was relevant. I was in England in diapers the last time he won the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, no. And when I'm done with him, he will be in diapers sipping his meals through a straw, all because of me, BNB. I'll give him credit for the last line, but that's it. MMA fighters or boxers, when they talk, go look up Ricardo Mayorga and Oscar De La Hoya. You know, that's what guys look like when they're really mad with each other. Go look up Rampage Jackson and Rashad Evans. Go look up Tito Ortiz and Ken Shamrock yelling at each other.
Barrera Morales.
Yes. Anything with Casamayor, pretty much. You know.
Ali Foreman.
Oh yeah, Ali. Ali was shit. Ali was on a fucking another level. See, I find Chael Sonnen to be corny. When people talk about Chael Sonnen being a good shit talker, I find him to be extreme.
Go with that. You could go with like the Seahawks 49ers when they played. You could go fucking.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gary Payton, basketball, yeah. Michael Jordan. Yeah. The trash talking in wrestling today, because that's what promos were, became, was good trash talking. The trash talking, a.k.a. mic work, a.k.a. promos, suck. Fucking suck, man. This yeah, exactly. All right.
they came out. Sorry.
No, that's perfect timing. RVD versus Wade. Bad news. Barrett. Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match. That was a pretty good match, actually. Especially for Wade Barrett, grading on a curve, knowing how he's not usually that entertaining to me. I thought RVD looked a lot better this week. The finish to the match was Heyman and Cesaro coming out to go after RVD. Distraction. Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter, they end up coming out. So another distraction. So he's distracted twice. He goes for the 5-star frog splash, which, by the way, the first one looked great. Yeah, and then Barrett lifted his knees up, and then the worst part of the match, by far, was the bionic forearm, because that's what that is. It is the Lex Luger bionic elbow, bionic forearm, because that's exact. Go back and watch the replay. He literally delivered it exactly like Lex Luger. So yeah, actually, Lex Luger ran further across the ring.
Why can't they have like slams, as finishers anymore?
I will take Masato Tanaka's roaring elbow over that fucking bullhammer any day of the week.
Fucking Chris motherfucking hero.
Yeah. Masato Tanaka with a roaring elbow on Mike Awesome through a chair.
Yeah. But, I mean, honestly, like, a guy that big, you can't give him a finisher where he could slam somebody. I mean,
well, his first finisher was a slam, and it fucking sucked. The Wasteland.
I mean, it's still better than a fucking elbow.
No, it ain't. That Wasteland was shit. There was no impact to it or anything.
His what's that? They call it the Winds of Change, basically Abyss's finisher.
Yeah,
that looks pretty good. He throws that well. That's usually one of the moves during his matches where I say, okay, that's a good move, But there's not many. There's just I don't like the way he wrestles. I don't.
He sucks.
Yeah, he does. And then you want to talk about in-ring psychology. Fucking, when's the last time you saw a Wade Barrett match and said that was great selling and great in-ring psychology? Fairness to him, he's been a heel, but you get what I'm saying. So after the match, you get Cesaro, Swagger, and RVD fighting. They go after each other. You get an RVD 5-star frog splash, which didn't look all that great, onto Cesaro, like all the way across the ring. Back in the day, even with that distance, he would have hit ridiculous height on that. But, of course, he's getting older, great amount of curve, and my prediction is this leads to a triple threat match. I mean, it has to.
I think they already announced it, maybe.
Oh, they did? I didn't see that in the show. Maybe I fast-forwarded through it.
I get what you're saying about the frog splash, but it was probably one of the best moves of the whole night. So.
Yeah.
So just putting that out there.
Well, Billy would say it was Lana.
Well, other than that.
And I would second that.
Yeah.
Like if you were to say, give me the top five most athletic moves of the night, that's got to be in there.
Oh, the wrestling. I mean, the athleticism in these wrestling matches is fucking shit now. Both companies. And I just did a VIP video on the site about TNA and that problem.
Yeah, I mean, Paige is putting on the best matches right now.
Well,
I told you she was the shit.
no, you
I
were
was
right.
with you with that all the way.
And I never said you were wrong. I just said I'm just going off what I see, and you know how I am about that. I'm a stickler
Oh, yeah.
for that.
But even this is her watered down at that. That's the crazy part. This is her watered down from what she was doing at NXT.
All right, so we got SmackDown highlights of the Shield attacking Triple H's stable, and it looks like I should have started my SmackDown reviews for last week.
No need. They'll just show it this week.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's not too bad when I review it this week.
It's only
But
2 hours on the bright side.
well, no, I'd be DVRing it and watching it afterwards or the next day before I review it for the site because I am not watching fucking commercials. The shows are already long enough.
It's only 40 minutes because you got the commercials and you got the WWE commercials during the show. So
Yeah, and then
you got the replays. Like, this show was one big replay of last week.
I'm going to tell you something, folks.
they're the only company that does commercials about themselves on their own show.
Here in Chicago, I'm in the Central Time Zone, okay? And I started watching Raw. It starts at 7. For all of you from all over the world and different time zones, it starts at 7. I did not start watching Raw till between 8:15 and 8:20. By the time I got done, fast-forwarding through all the commercials and all the replays, I got done 10 minutes after the show was over. 10 minutes, like 10, 15 minutes, give or take a few minutes. That's how much fucking bullshit was thrown in there. Garbage. So do the math. You know, you're getting about 2 hours of content, if that. Okay. The Shield. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. Cut a promo. Ambrose says the clock is ticking for Evolution. They will expose the fact that Evolution has passed you by. Wait a minute. That doesn't even make sense, Billy. Billy, because we've talked a lot about Evolution, where it's, at the very least, over thousands and thousands of years.
Yep.
And Evolution passed you by. I don't know.
It could be interpreted in different ways.
It could, but I
As a metaphor, you could use it as
I'm kind of an idiot and I take things literally, so. So yeah, I didn't really like that. Seth Rollins talked about Evolution being about control, power, flaunting it. So that's what small men do to make themselves feel big. And at the pay-per-view, they will find out what true power is. Seth Rollins cutting the best promos in that stable.
And can I say something before you
said
actually...
Seth Rollins.
Yeah, because the character fits him a lot better than the character fits Ambrose.
Before we get to, like, the 2 words that freaking Roman Reigns said today, this whole the Shield versus Evolution thing is crap. It's trash, dude. I'm over it. It's just dragging on. Like, every feud just drags on so long. Like, first you got to go through an episode of everybody doing a face-off in the middle of the ring. Then the next episode, both sides get in the ring and cut a promo. Then finally, one by one, each member of the Shield is going to face each member of Evolution. Hey, dude, this is trash. I'm over it.
I mean, it moves slower than Days of Our Lives and shit.
It does. What was the storyline back in the day, Billy, where Arn Anderson got his hand slammed in the car? Remember that Four Horsemen story? Who was it who attacked him?
This NWO stuff, or is it pre?
No, all way before, yeah. It was Barry Windham. Or no.
I ain't that old. I'm just saying.
Oh no, it was Anderson and Zbyszko slammed the car door on Wyndham's hand. That's right. Like back in the day, even way back then, when you had these stable feuds. Remember fucking what was it? DOA was it? Crush and Skull and 8-Ball and the Bikers. DOA. And you had DOA and fucking Nation of Domination. And they'd be fighting in the back, just chaos, motherfuckers rolling up on their Harleys. Like, you get this fucking chaos in the back, you're fighting out in the parking lot. What happened to fucking faction feuds like that?
Oh, and that's what... Okay, Bruce, I'm sorry.
And I'm piggybacking on what you said, because it's got to be, this faction comes to the ring, and then, here they come to the ring, and we stand and stare at each other. What happened to the backstage and parking lot shit with this company?
You
Are they
forgot
that
about
fucking
the
lazy?
Bariquas. Don't forget about the Bariquas now.
And me
Yeah,
and
Las
Billy,
Bariquas, fuck yeah, where you had all the factions feuding with each other.
The Heart Foundation, the X was around.
Yes.
me and Billy and some of the guys were actually talking about that because first of all, this match just ended in a disqualification anyway. So if you were gonna do that, why just save us the trouble and just keep it all backstage and have a backstage brawl? Like, what was the point? It just makes no sense. You're just wasting our time. Like, okay, you're just gonna end the match in a silly DQ. Okay, we'll just have it backstage. You know, use some props. Be creative. Make it interesting. You know, bring a new dynamic because right now, what y'all are bringing to the table is not interesting. This new generation looks like they don't even know who Evolution is. Like, they're not even interested
they don't
in it.
care.
Okay?
And they don't. And by the way, Nick Stahl says, "Damn it, Bruce! Because of you, I have the American Males theme stuck playing in my head."
Oh.
You're welcome. I'm going to do my best, John Cena. You're welcome, and I'm glad to service you as a member of the WWE universe. And we appreciate, we appreciate you, each and every one. I will never give up on you, ever.
They're just, I don't know. They're fucking.
No, the stable feud sucks, dude, compared to what it could be. I mean, imagine. They had to. It looked like they had the Shield go total fucking chaos mode on SmackDown, and then on Raw this week you get the same thing. It's the same fucking shit every week. I keep saying this. Like TNA right now, TNA's wrestling matches, the actual wrestling sucks fucking balls for the most part. Like the wrestling, there's some decent wrestling in there, but the wrestling sucks balls. But one thing that TNA is doing right now that is blowing the fucking WWE's doors off is all of this on-location shit. Literally, last week they had Ken Anderson go to Samuel Shaw's mom's house. And they ended up, it ended up being funny. Mad Genius wants to fuck Samuel Shaw's mom. You know, you got references to Pie. They end up fighting in Samuel Shaw's room. The cameraman gets scared and leaves. They had the segment at the fucking funeral home of Bully Ray when the Aces and Eights broke up. They had to fucking shit with Ethan Carter III and Rockstar Spud going to find Jeff Hardy, whose character is Willow, in a barn, and it was cool. You know, like, TNA's doing a lot of backstage shit and a lot of fucking on-location stuff. And that's what makes the show, tolerable right now. That is the best thing that they are doing. There's a lot of bad shit they're doing, too. But WWE, it's the same fucking shit every week. Like, that was the thing about Raw. You never knew what was going to happen. You never knew what Stone Cold was going to do. You never knew what was going to happen. Like, backstage was part of the show. Now backstage is where you get Renee Young and her little professional smile, asking questions.
Well, it's
more TV time for her.
This is the thing to me. All right, either you're one thing or either you're all about the entertainment and the soap opera and all that bullshit, or you're not, or you're about the wrestling. They're not giving us good wrestling, so I mean, at least do some crazy shit, you know?
Right.
But to them, though, the kids singing that song, "The Whole World in Your Hand," was edgy. You know, they thought about that one all week. Like, people are gonna chant, "This is awesome." They're all gonna wear a sheet mask when we turn on the lights at the end. It's going to be epic.
Well, you get to the point where it's so antiseptic, and you're sitting there watching the show, and everybody watching this video, you have fought falling asleep during Raw. There is no fucking doubt in my mind that you have fought falling asleep, or you've fallen asleep and had to rewind your DVR. Because this shit is the cure for insomnia with just the predictability of the structure of the fucking show. You need some unpredictability. Stuff has to happen in other places than just the fucking ring. I mean, for crap's sakes, the Shield come through the crowd anyway. Have Evolution attack the motherfuckers in the bathroom or something. I don't give a shit.
Have them come from behind and attack these motherfuckers in the crowd. Shit.
Exactly. No, yeah. Oh, that's too creative. We can't do that. Crowd control. It's dangerous. You know, I don't know. They're in the.
They had a face off, though.
These guys are in the chat room debating about Christy Shaw. Sonia Shaw's fucking mom.
No, but like they thought this was some epic shit. Like, we're gonna create some raw moments here. We're gonna have Evolution and the Shield stare each other down. You know, we're gonna have John Cena inside a steel cage. You know, this is going to be some epic shit.
Oh yeah, so different. Oh, we sent kids out singing this week. That was different. No. Okay, yeah, technically it was, but realistically, no. It's the same fucking format. Talk in the ring, wrestle in the ring, talk backstage, talk in the ring, wrestle in the ring, blah 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 blah. Same thing every fucking week, and there's just no fucking entertainment value to it. Shit. And that, I mean, it's simple. I mean, how hard is it? How do they not see that? Because I know I bring it up, and I guarantee you, like 95% of the people watching this video, I can just about guarantee it. 95% of the people are like, yeah, I agree, man. I'd like to see some more backstage and parking lot shit and just stuff from random areas in the arena and some unpredictability to the show where, fuck. Gosh, I was just watching a match recently with a golf cart. It was Big Show and I don't know. Whatever. I don't need to sit there and try to remember all these different ones. You guys remember all the fucking great shit that used to go on all over the fucking arena. And there was a time where it happened every week. And does anyone on here think it ever got old? Because I say no. I say it never got old.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, they made this. Look, if hypothetically, let's say they said, no, we're not going to do the backstage shit no more. We're going to put on some great wrestling matches, and we were watching some great wrestling matches, then, hey, I'd be all for that, preferably myself.
How about both?
No, but I'm just saying hypothetically, if that's the direction they went to, but they're not. Like, they're giving us crappy wrestling. So, in essence, what are they doing? Like, what, it's like they're afraid to be creative. Like, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, they're afraid to be creative. They just are.
I don't understand it. I mean, it baffles me because this is the company that fucking, I don't know, whatever. I'm just going to leave it alone. Let's sit here and talk about that all night. It's probably never going to happen, so I'm wasting my breath.
Ugh.
All right, back to the promo. Roman Reigns says, Randy Orton, you used to call yourself the future. As far as I'm concerned, you're the past.
You sound just like him.
And this is the future. And he goes like this with his fist. This is the future. Believe that.
Wouldn't it be the present?
I believe, if I remember right, yeah, the present. If I remember right, like when he said believe in the Shield, he got closer and snarled, and believe in the Shield. I'm like, dude, come on. These fucking promos suck balls, dude.
I'm slowly just backing up from the Roman Reigns bandwagon.
Me too, bro.
Slowly.
He can't talk, so don't stick a mic in his fucking face. Have him peel off from the Shield and give him fucking Paul Heyman if this is what it's going to be like.
Well, he's never going to
Holy fuck.
Like, if you keep him
That is true.
Because the Shield is almost a handicap right now for him. Like, they're letting freaking...
Shield is a handicap for the other two guys.
Yeah,
they're protecting things, actually.
And they're letting Seth Rollins do everything, and then they're letting freaking
Like, I
Roman
gotta
Reigns...
be honest, like, I'm not saying he was this bad, but, like, guys, like, that got better over time, where the guys like Bret Hart, he got better over time. Some guys just get better over time.
They're not even giving him any room to get better, though.
He had
personality. Time out. Where Bret Hart got better was when he became champion and he was cutting the fighting champion promos. That's where Bret Hart got better. Because if you look at the Hart Foundation promos, they were shit.
Yeah.
But when he became the fighting fucking champion, that's when they got better. I mean, you can think of moments, like the WrestleMania moment with him and Roddy Piper backstage in their little promo. But, that reminds me, Roddy Piper and fucking Goldust. I mean, shit. Whatever. But, I just keep thinking about how fucking just stale the structure of the show is. It is so fucking stale. Fuck.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that Piper Goldust thing.
Oh yeah, it was entertaining. And I remember they were using the stock footage of O.J. Simpson. But yeah, they don't do anything like that now. Fuck. So anyway,
Goldust and Warrior when Warrior came back.
Goldust. Oh yeah, that's right.
But Goldust was like putting his hand over Warrior's body.
Oh Yeah.
Where's it? Move away, freak!
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know what you thinking.
Yeah. You had Jerry Lawler cut what would not be a politically correct promo on Goldust once too.
Dude, like Jerry Lawler would make fun
yeah.
of Brett's parents. And
I don't like. I just had a Q&A on that, on Vince using announcers to push things through them, and that was actually one of the topics one of the guys had me talk about. So anyway, Triple H, here comes Evolution, yay, you know. And they came out, and I'm thinking they just came out to support Randy Orton for his match. And then they fucking all grab mics, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I know. That's what.
By the
what
way,
I was
my
thinking.
when it says to myself, man, Batista's aged a lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, he was old to begin with when he broke in.
Yeah.
But
Christ.
yeah, I know. At least he got rid of them fucking skinny jeans. I mean, if you like wearing skinny jeans, more fucking power to you.
I might give the evolution thing a pass. Maybe that's the only way they got him away from the fucking skinny jeans. So
Yeah. So the thumbs up, they automatically get 1 star out of everything they do.
like, hey, are you gonna lose those skinny jeans? Why? I don't know, man.
It was just the fact that here you have a tough guy, because even though he wasn't a great MMA fighter, Batista's he's a badass, you know. And here you have a tough guy coming out, dude that size, coming out fucking skinny. His jeans were so inappropriately skinny, they fucking ripped. I mean, if you want to debate us on this, his jeans ripped.
Yeah, if your jeans rip, you gotta turn in your man card immediately.
I told you he never did the squat test, bro. I told you when you go buy jeans, you have to do the squat test, and he obviously did not.
My jeans are pretty baggy usually. I buy, not baggy but loose.
Not even Shawn Michaels wore jeans that tight.
No, he didn't. Well, there's one guy who doesn't get a pass in this conversation, and that is Dwayne Wade actually wearing his wife's pants.
Actually wore them.
He
This
actually
isn't a
wore
joke.
them because
This-
it's a fact. There is a picture of Dwayne Wade wearing this woman's clothing, women's pants, and a women's suit, and his wife was photographed wearing the same shit.
All right, well, let's be fair though. Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook wear each other's pants too.
Well,
Russell Westbrook's questionable already.
I don't think they swing that way, but
Well, in fairness, it was his wife's clothes.
yeah, I mean, okay, hold on. So you didn't lose at least a little respect for De La Hoya in the fishnet boxing gloves? Come on.
So, what happened in Raw?
Yeah, exactly. De La Hoya was a beast. Would fight on. I mean,
Dude, I was telling everybody this shit was photoshopped, and he comes out and he admits it. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, say it ain't so, man. Say it ain't so.
No, but De La Hoya.
But I just, I don't talk shit because I wouldn't say it to his face. So.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about De La Hoya. He took on tougher challenges than Mayweather, so he can wear fishnets all he wants. I'll just throw that out there. He definitely took on fucking Mayweather.
No, come on. I got a dude telling me Maidana would take on Whitaker.
Hey, De La Hoya actually fought
Hey,
Pacquiao. That's a good point.
right?
De La Hoya actually fought Pacquiao.
De La Hoya fucking fought Bernard Hopkins.
Hold on. I got somebody tell me that Maidana is he would take on Whitaker, Trinidad, and Corte.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's how entertaining Raw was. We got to change the subject.
Yeah, we got to talk. Educate the wrestling fans on a little boxing. So anyway, Triple H talked about being impressed with the way the Shield took out 11 guys. Says it reminds him of Evolution. Orton says the Shield think they're the new Evolution, and there's one problem with that. Batista says the problem with that is that we're still here. And then Triple H can. Oh, don't you like the way they did it? Like they were fucking Boys to Men or something. Finishing each other's fucking sentences and shit.
Well, I actually agree with Dave Batista. I was like, yeah, that's exactly the problem. You guys are still here. I agree. I'm with you on that, bro.
I gotta say, my fucking comedy lines have worked tonight. Yes, I've had 2 of them that got good pops. So anyway,
Got like 7 or 8 actually.
yeah, I'm on a roll, dude. And then next week I'll have 5 flops, but I try.
They should have sang that song. It's the end of the road.
The road, and they just can't let go. They're really trying to wait till the water. You know, they don't want to wait till the water runs dry. You know? They're like, Vince, come on, one more push. We'll make love to you. You want us to. Yeah, we'll hold you tight. Vince all through the night. I like it. Yeah, sing to me.
Oh man.
Oh yeah! Look at that.
What? Dolph? You don't make love? You're fine.
Like, it's like evolution, and they purposely put Batista like on the far left because like he's the oldest, I guess.
Yeah. They're like, hey, Batista, you are lowest on the pecking order because you just registered for your AARP card. We're going to go ahead and dial you down.
And look, I would say something about Randy Orton, but then I'd start feeling old, so I'm not even going to go there.
Yeah, I think there's certain guys we should just be like, no, you know, he's still in his prime. Still in his fucking prime. Still got a lot of good years left in him. He's keeping at the gym on the treadmill, man. I swear. You know, all right.
Batista looks older than Sting. Like, I mean,
nobody looks older than Sting right now.
Oh my god.
It's like Sting looks cool as fuck when he comes out. It's like, yeah, Sting, and then he starts wrestling and the bald spot gets revealed. You know, it's like, oh man, I'm getting old. Sting.
Like, wear a bandana like Hogan got smart, you see?
By the way, did they ask Ric Flair to cut a promo with marbles in his mouth tonight? They're like, Flair, we want to see how good you are. You said you're the man on the mic. Put these marbles in your mouth.
I was trying to figure out how to describe that. Perfect.
Yeah, marbles.
The last thing I remember is Flair walking away from the ring saying "Woo, steal" as the match started.
Ric Flair, Ric Flair, one of the few fucking wrestling dudes that I will definitely, I would do this without shame. Ric Flair, you're the man, you know.
Hey, like I said, man, I want to see a freaking Undertaker versus Ric Flair in a race, so you can get to the ring faster.
Again, that would take up the whole that would take up the whole pay-per-view. I'd like to see some fucking matches, and that's just for the 100-yard dash. Again, if WWE really wanted to implement these older guys, I came up with the idea with Hulk Hogan TNA wheelchair matches. You got wheelchair basketball. Oh man. So anyway, Batista. Yeah, you know. Oh no, Triple H just started talking again. Damn it. He says, you know, I brought you into this world, and us three will take you out of it. Either Sunday, somewhere in here he stuttered. You either adapt or you will perish.
That is evolution.
And then Ric Flair's music hit, and I said, all right, is he drunk? I'm like, look at... I'm serious. I can't help it. When he was in TNA, I mean, there were times where he came out where you knew he was drunk. His TNA promos will go down as some of the most underrated promos of his career, for the record, because literally he would come out to the ring fired up, and he would just start repeatedly screaming, I'm God! I'm God! And you're just like, oh my gosh, this man has lost it. You know, holy fucking shit.
Holy smokes.
But it's always good to see Flair. I don't give a shit. And by the way, whoever his tailor is, when I'm like 50 years old and I finally can't keep my stomach muscles under control because younger guys just wait. I've got to work out 3 times as fucking hard because eventually your stomach muscles go, fuck you, and you really got to hit the gym hard. Trust me. Trust me. I barely eat fucking anything and drink protein shakes as meal replacements. Trust me, you will get to that point. Where Ric Flair's stomach muscles gave out years ago. And if anyone saw him on the WrestleMania panel, I believe it was, motherfucker's belly has its own fucking zip code now. And whoever his tailor is, we all need to get that phone number. Because Flair looked passable in that suit.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
So unless he starved himself for the last month, it was the tailor.
Nah, I'm giving it to the tailor, dude. Because I was expecting to see a gut.
Oh yeah. So anyway,
there's no way Flair is gonna starve himself.
No, No. But he's the man. We're obviously joking. We're all big, huge. There's not a guy on the panel that doesn't like Ric Flair. We're all Ric Flair fans.
Fuck Ric Flair.
Fuck, man. I mean, some of my greatest memories is wrestling.
Come on, like Ric Flair is a sport. He'd make more jokes about himself than we would about him.
Oh, of course.
I like Flair. It's hard not to like Flair.
Is that the best you got? You know.
Yeah. Come on. You know, 16 time. You know. Those are kayfabe titles. 16. Okay. But so the Shield gets in the fucking ring. Flair's music hits.
Cena's gonna shatter that record, by the way.
And then 2 hours later, Flair actually finally made it to the ring.
Which I am fine with, because guys, I'll put it to you this way. As much as we joke around about him being older now, and he's the old man that sits on his porch with the 24-pack of beer that lasts 5 minutes.
Wow.
He deserves that. He deserves to live life the way he fucking wants. Because the man busted his ass for a business that we all love for a long time, so it's all tongue-in-cheek.
Flair's cool, man.
Okay?
Flair's the man.
He comes out, all the guys of Evolution are smiling, and they're looking happy to see him, and I'm like, oh, he's going to end up flipping and going with the Shield here.
Yeah.
So Flair shakes everyone's hands, and I still don't know what happened, but we'll get to that in a second. But Flair says it's great.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
Oh, it was just weird. My brother, who he told me he would never watch Raw again. Apparently, he tuned in for the end segment or something, because he actually texted me, and he said, "The fuck is wrong with Flair?" Word for word. I don't know. He's getting old.
What's his version of an Ultimate Warrior promo or something like that? I don't know what he was talking about.
I don't know. He said he's great. It's great being in the ring with men who respect dominance, or represent dominance. Sorry, represent dominance. He talked about running with the Horsemen, how the Horsemen controlled the marketplace. That's the first time I think I've heard wrestling called the marketplace. But and how they styled and profiled. Woo! And then he says the same.
That's where he buys his brew, the marketplace.
The marketplace, yes. I definitely have beer with Flair. I mean, let's be honest. Who wouldn't?
Shit.
Gosh, imagine getting Flair fucking
I'm not paying a tab, though. I'm not paying a tab. I'll tell you that much right now.
I would, for one sit down, but imagine getting
$3,000 tab?
Yes, imagine getting Flair fucking sauced and just sitting there and listening to his stories.
What do you mean getting him sauce? He walks in sauce.
Okay. Theoretically, if he wasn't
right, I'll tell you what, I'll buy him 12 30 packs, and we'll do that. I ain't taking to the bar.
No, we're taking it old school. Buy him a bunch of 40s.
All right.
Said that shit now. But, so anyway, he says the same could be said for Evolution, that they controlled the marketplace, styled and profiled. And he says he's surrounded with superstars who exemplify style, power, and are great. He says, but what I'm talking about now is the Shield. And I'm like, okay. So he shakes hands with the guys of the Shield and then winks at Triple H and leaves. And I just said, what the fuck just happened? You know, and the announcers were like, Flair just endorsed the Shield. I said, actually, no, he didn't. You know, I don't know what the fuck he did. He's double-crossing Evolution.
Even, like the guys in the ring were like, what the fuck?
I know, wait, what? That's it? You know, that's literally what I thought to myself, like, wait, what? And, you know, if Jim Ross was there, or Jesse Ventura would have sold the fuck out of that. Jim Ross, no, he can't do that. Ah, my God, Flair. Or no, since it's heel to face, he'd be like, all right, yeah, that's right, made the right choice. You know, he would sell it, but these announcers are like, can't believe it. He just turned his back.
I think Flair just sold out.
He did.
Man, I think it's sold out.
Oh my gosh, kids.
You sold out.
Yeah. So then we get Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton. The match it wasn't even a match. I was actually excited when they announced the match.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, okay, we're gonna actually get to see Roman Reigns in a 15-minute match, and let's see what he does." No, you didn't fucking get that. You know. So Ambrose, Orton, Triple H, Seth Rollins all start fighting outside the fucking ring. Roman Reigns hits the Superman punch on Orton. jumps out of the ring to attack Triple H and Batista. Evolution proceed to beat on the fucking the Shield. Triple H sets up Ambrose for the pedigree. Rollins comes off the top rope with the knee to break that up. Roman Reigns hits the spear on Triple H, which was pretty soft this time. Did not look as good as last time. And the Shield set up the triple power bomb on Triple H, but Orton and Batista distracted the Shield with chairs. They drop kicked him off the apron, and Triple H escaped in the aisle, and that's how it ended. And
Rollins had a botch during that as well.
He did.
Off that turnbuckle.
He did. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's a go-home show. They left you wanting to see more. And whether you'll like the Evolution and Shield storyline, that's going to be the match of the pay-per-view, straight up. So, fine. And then we were all clamoring for Flair to get involved. He did, even though we don't know what the fuck the overall purpose was. Whether it was to put over the Shield and then wink at Triple H, the fuck. You know, I have no fucking idea what that was. But, I don't know, man. Overall, Raw... I liked the fact that... I'm just going to say the things that I liked before I give my rating. There is still a part of me that kind of likes the Evolution Shield thing, because I like the Shield. I respect Orton and Batista. There are things about Triple H that I respect. His ring psychology, his ability to sell. I do not like his offense, never have, as a wrestler. His promos are garbage. But, you know, there is a certain respect level for each guy of the Evolution that I have. Flair's involved. Will he be at the pay-per-view? What else would I put in there that I liked from the show? You know, we potentially could get RVD in a triple threat match, which it's not going to be great, but RVD's still my favorite wrestler of all time, so you got to understand that I know he's on borrowed time. Not as far as living, but as a wrestler. The Paige, who's she wrestling? Tamina Snuka. I'm looking forward to that. So I liked the Paige Brie Bella stuff, even though it got cut short. Stephanie McMahon, Daniel Bryan beat Brie Bella. I'll give them credit for trying to put something behind that match. But not. It's kind of. I'm not really that excited for that whole thing. So Alexander Rusev, Lana.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Xavier Woods, R-Truth. You know, I'm not too crazy about that whole thing. Rhodes, Del Rio, Goldust. That had no implications on the pay-per-view. Because this is a go-home show. Swagger, Cesaro. Yeah, whatever. I like Cesaro, but you know, not really feeling that. And when him and RVD had that match, it wasn't that good, so... Sheamus Titus O'Neil had no implication on a go-home show. A tag team championship match had no implications as far as I know. The whole Bray Wyatt thing. The only way that I'll end up liking the Bray Wyatt Cena thing is if, at the end of the day, fucking Bray Wyatt beats his ass fucking clean, you know, which is not going to happen, so I don't care about that. So overall, just like, even the stuff that I kind of like or am kind of looking forward to for the pay-per-view, it's all just like, yeah. You know, because I got the network after WrestleMania. I was all excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting the network now. They gave me stuff that I wanted. This is good. So I get the pay-per-view on the network. So, not really that excited for it. We'll do a preview for the pay-per-view when we can, hopefully. But I'm going to go with a 3.01 out of 10. Like, just a notch over 3. 3.01 to be fucking goofy, since I guess I've had a goofy showing tonight on the fucking Raw review. But, yeah, 3.01 out of 10. Done. I'm done. Turn it over to the boys. Oh, and by the way, don't forget, BlitzSportsNetwork.com. Fucking NXT reviews, SmackDown. I'm doing SmackDown now, NXT. I did my first NXT last week, Legends House. VIP videos. I'm working on an Undertaker article, which will be accompanied by a VIP video, about 10 other in-depth career stuff on there, or, you know, right at about 300 different wrestling topics with VIP videos about them that VIPers have asked about, and gosh, there's so many waiting for me to answer that I haven't gotten to. So yeah, come over to the site if you want more. We're going to do a VIP overtime review after this is over, but I'm going to turn it over to the boys. So guys, give your ratings, final thoughts, plug your stuff, and then I'll come back to finish it. So.
Lord, show for me 0 out of 10. Show completely fucking sucked. I don't enjoy it. It's a chore to sit through this shit. Nice to see that you guys are coming around a little bit to the Roman Reigns thing that I brought up last week. You know, he's in the Shield to protect him. They're not protecting the other guys. They're holding Rollins and Ambrose back by even having them in the Shield, actually. So, that's where I stand on that. But I don't give a fuck about this shit. I don't give a fuck about the pay-per-view. All of this shit sucks. The wrestling's terrible. The booking's terrible. The storylines are terrible. The promos are terrible. The structure of the show is fucking terrible. It's 3 hours too fucking long. What else can I fucking say? You know, right now, I'm on my Roy Hibbert shit. 0 out of 10.
Where can we find you on Twitter, MG?
You can find me on Twitter at Virtuoso Sports. You can also find me on YouTube at Virtuoso Sports, just past 4,000 subs.
Nice.
I will be transitioning from talking WWE and TNA to talking more about indie wrestling, Japanese wrestling, and NBA, NFL, MMA, more sports-related stuff, more music-related stuff. So if you're into everything else outside of WWE, my channel's the place to be.
Good stuff. All right, man, so I'm going to get into my ratings for the show. I got a couple of ratings I got to give out. Let's see. Let's start off with Paige. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Paige. Looked amazing. The best match on the show, and we had it ruined by freaking Corporate Kane, or whatever the hell he is now, the Big Red Machine, whoever he is. Ruined a great match between Paige and Brie Bella. 10 out of 10 for Paige. Brie Bella, I'm actually giving her a 10 out of 10 because she was looking damn good, so congrats to Daniel Bryan on hitting that. 10 out of 10 for Brie Bella. Okay. Lana, oh my gosh, freaking 100 out of 100 for Lana. Excellent match, great job. Love the way that she carried herself. She was fantastic tonight. And
Just carry herself really well.
oh, does she, man? She carries herself real well. And as far as Raw, negative a billion out of 10. Negative a billion out of 10 in all seriousness. It was horrible. Like all joking aside, like the only way that I could get through it now is like through like the divas. Like that's how I'm getting through it. Like literally. Like Lana is carrying me through Raw at this point. Like it's horrible. You know what I mean? Roman Reigns, I'm off the bandwagon. I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm just backing as far away from it as I can. Shout out to MG because he did tell us, he did try to warn us about that. But I just thought that they would use this guy a lot more than that, and I thought he was capable of a lot more, and he is, but they're just not using him correctly. Cena still sucks. What else is new? It was just a drag. You know, freaking Magneto on the show, Hugh Jackman. I just didn't need all that. So, negative a billion out of 10. Go sign up to blitzsportsnetwork.com. There's a lot of hard work being done on that site. Bruce and the boys are putting in a lot of work. So go show your support. They're going to be doing SmackDown reviews, NXT reviews, all that good stuff. So you definitely want to go over there and check that out. For me, follow me at JokerBoxing News, and YouTube is JokerBoxing44. Yeah, I might actually start talking wrestling. You know, so we'll see. But
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Just to talk about Lana. Probably just to talk about Lana. You know.
Oh, okay. Well, we can do that.
We can do that. But yeah. You guys go.
All right. I don't know. 1 out of 10, I guess. I like the show. I just didn't. I did not like the show. I like to think of myself as a positive person. I really do. I like to look at, I like to have a positive view on things. It's hard to have a positive view on this product. It's this, and the most frustrating part is that they're capable of putting on something better than what they're doing. Unfortunately, they choose to do what they do, man. Like, it's just, there's something stale about the product, and I don't like it. The reviews are fun though. Like it's fun making fun of the show. You know that's what's fun. You know, but other than that, crappy show. Good eye candy with the girls. I'll agree with that. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, hey, WWE should do like a whole show on just Lana. You know, on the
Oh,
network. I'll
That's
buy
what
the
I'm
network.
saying. That's why I gotta do separate ratings. I'm not letting their terrible show
Hey,
hold
are
back
they
for a 10
still
out of 10
doing?
rating.
Yeah. Are they still doing like the swimsuit stuff and like on WWE.com? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't go to WWE.com. Fuck that shit.
If you tell me that there's a picture of Lana in a bong on WWE.com right now, you wouldn't go.
No, because it'd be somewhere on the net.
Yeah, I'm going on Google.com for that.
Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. I honestly cannot pick something from the show and say, "Oh my God, that was great." Yeah. I mean, Lana, obviously, but in all seriousness, there's nothing I could pick out and say, "Awesome." You know, I'm honestly, I like to, just by nature, man. I'm a devil's advocate. If everyone's being negative about something, but I feel that there's something positive I could bring out of it, I really would. I just can't. You know, I can't do it. Nothing positive on this show.
Billy?
yeah, I'm just watching it for Lana and Paige, to be honest. There's no redeeming qualities to this show. It's horribly paced. It's a 0 out of 10. It's sloppy. There's no structure to it, the way they write the scripts out and stuff like that. It's just bad. The pacing. Every good movie or a good TV show has to have good pacing. There's no good pacing. It just doesn't make any sense. There's too many replays. I think there was 40 fucking minutes of replays tonight. It's not really a chore to watch it. So we tried commentary tonight with it, which was kind of fun. So that kind of made it a little more tolerable. But because we just make fun of it. So that's kind of the way to do it. And like D-Style said, if I saw something positive, and I do. Lana, Paige, Brie Bella's getting up there. Steph still looks alright. So there's it's mostly just the girls right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else I'm looking at.
AJ, come back.
That's right. There's nothing else I'm looking at that's good on the show. So you can find me at YouTube on Scatter Jagged, Twitter's Billy Ray MJ, and I like to try to do live. I'm gonna start maybe doing a little live commentaries to Raw, but probably from 9:30 to close 11 or something like that. Might do the whole show. So we did that tonight, but it's not. I'm going to delete it because I don't think it structures well. But it's just one of those live things I'll do every Monday. I might do that, and then Wednesday, probably do a video definitely with Ross and MG if he can make it. Our usual bitching about society and everything else we can bitch about.
Yep.
D-Style, you forgot to plug your stuff.
Well, D-Style Boxing here on YouTube and D-Style Boxing on Twitter. There you go.
All right, and everyone look up the American Males theme so I can get it stuck in your head too, because it was stuck in my head the whole fucking time those guys were together. I'm not gonna rib Nick. So anyway, we're gonna wrap it up there. Fuck Cena, first and foremost. Hopefully they change up the structure of the show, because the structure's the biggest problem right now, to me. It would be so much more entertaining with a better structure. Other than that, just subscribe to the channel. Big shout out to everybody who already has. Please like the video below, and visit my channel for my other videos on the NFL, NBA, MMA, boxing, and pro wrestling. And again, that's blitzsportsnetwork.com. We'll be back Thursday here on YouTube with the TNA Impact review. I guess Eric Young's defending his title. And then hopefully sometime this weekend with a pay-per-view preview and, of course, a pay-per-view review. And then Raw review next Monday, which may be a little late next week. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how things go. But there'll be stuff all throughout the week on the website, wrestling-wise. So, all right, we're going to get going. What a bummer Raw was tonight. Extreme Rules and... Where's the Extreme matches again? Cage match. Yeah.
Negative a billion out of 10.
Yeah, that's right. That's one thing we forgot to bring up. Extreme Rules, and you get a cage match. Cool. Awesome.
Oh man,
Oh, neato. Michael Cole,
great point. That's a great
elephant.
point. It's a go-home show for a show called
Extreme
Extreme Rules.
And what was extreme tonight?
I mean, you would think Rob Van Dam would have challenged somebody to a ladder match or
Something.
like, you know, I don't know.
Well, the most extreme thing is the elephant walk that the Elephant Man, Michael Cole, does. So look it up. We're out.
Bruce, wait.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh no.
Okay, go ahead. I was making a delay to turn the video off. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were going to do the jackhammer.
Oh, no
thing.
hashtag
Explain that.
jackhammer.
I don't have the jackhammer factor right now. Well, this wasn't. He didn't get yeah. No energy. There's not a lot of energy in that because Raw was so bad.
Yeah, we tried. We tried to make it fun for you guys. So thank you for watching above all. We'll talk to you guys again soon. We're out.